Welcome to the BYB Podcast. That's for the Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys.
And it's Friday night. Oh, what a night. Yeah. Thank God it's Friday and all that other stuff. Maybe we can even get Yingwei into it and we'll start singing Disco Duck or something. What would make you feel comfortable and like right at home like it was 1975 all over again? Wearing your polyester suit, fucking slick back, ready to rock and roll. Cocks out, folks. Yingwei, 1975. Go.
I would not sing that song if you put a gun to my head. But
Disco
I'm
Duck?
really happy to be here. Yeah, I was never a Rick Dees fan, and I'm not going to start being one tonight. But I'm really happy to be here.
You don't have to lie to us. We're your friends, Yingwei. Just
Lethargically happy to be here.
Lethargically. All right. Dementia brain has set in. Maybe that's the issue. Honky honk honk. How's it going, my brother from another mother?
Good evening. And I, for one, what was that you asked him, Yingwei? What was that question again?
I don't remember.
Steve, what I said about dementia. It's set in, folks. They can't even remember 5 seconds ago there.
Yeah, just happy to be here, man.
And once again, you don't have to lie. And of course, last but by far not the least, that's a fact after hearing what we just heard. Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid stepping into the backyard to hang out with the boys and maybe talk some shit tonight. How's it going, brother?
Doing great. I'm down in Florida, La Florida. I feel like I'm invoking my inner backyard boy down here, being a Florida man, and I'm happy that I can take down the average age of the panelists by maybe 1 or 2 years. I think if we average them out, so happy to not be a full-on boomer, but I'm pretty close.
At least one of us is self-aware. That's a good thing.
We're all headed. We're all headed to the same place in the end. Am I right, boys?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Yes, but it's Friday night. It's just a night to be thankful that we're alive and live it up one last time, possibly. You never know. That's right, motherfuckers. Miami, yeah, I'm jealous, man. I will say that it was a nice warm 60 degrees here for the first day of this year, and I'm excited for a lot more warm weather. Can't wait. But yeah, I'm jealous. You're probably down there in 70, 80 degree weather. I'm jealous.
80 degrees every day, about a block away from the beach, from beautiful Miami Beach, crystal blue water. What you see behind me, that's really like in walking distance for me. I am right there. So yeah, this is what happens when you don't depend on super chats to live. You know, $29 a day on super chats isn't going to get you to Miami Beach. You got to have some real employment behind that, and luckily yours truly does. So it's beautiful. It's living the dream.
But those $29 days of raking in the super chats will get you to Tampa Bay, from what I understand. Is that correct, Dan?
Yeah, as long as you know someone who can get you an $800 rent controlled apartment, Section 8-ish, kind of in sort of the nastier part of town, or maybe in a strip mall like the GBC. Yeah, $29 a day will get you that. But
now I've got to ask, but are you alluding to one Chad Zumock?
Well, is there another 50-year-old confirmed bachelor that makes $29 a day on super chats?
Ray DeVito.
Ray DeVito. Yes,
answered you so quickly. I'm sorry.
That is.
It seems they do have a lot in common in that regard.
They have way too much in common, unfortunately. Indeed. But yeah, we had Deb from Nice Podcast Stupid on Wednesday, and we were having all kinds of fun talking about little Chadley and what a piece of shit he is. And we did indeed bring up the fact that you actually sent me the playboard from his most recent escapades, that old Chadley doing his show. Is it getting better or is it getting worse for that guy as far as monetarily?
So if I was going to give sort of an analysis, and I didn't do like the math on it, you know, I just check it every once in a while, only about 2 or 3 times a day. And about once out of every 7 episodes, he'll have like $150 one, and he'll get the hype train going. The other ones are, I mean, I could just take a look at it. $29, $69, $63, $11, $5, $20. That's where Chadley's at with the supers these days. And of course, what happens, you goof on him. I made one little goof, one throwaway comment. Next thing you know, he's posting pictures of me from LinkedIn and my full name and my employer and all this stuff online. And Chad, if you think that's an own, I mean, all that stuff's been out for a very long time. If you do want to get an own, you can look my home up on Zillow or one of those places. It's 9 Morgan's Way, Kingston, Massachusetts. And you know, I get trolled and people make fun of, oh, your house went down $30,000 in value. That's the kind of trolling that I get. So Chadley, you're not owning anyone. Enjoy the $29.
Yeah, well, your value goes down $30,000. That's more than Chad's ever seen in his life, even though he's claiming he's got like 50 grand in the bank and he'll bet it on fucking, oh, bet you Rob Soul. And then all of a sudden the next day he gets a phone call from a collection agency, which is the most bizarre way to own someone on a bet about like who's got more money. It's like, yeah, well, you're doing so good that you got people calling you to collect that $84 that you won't give them. If you ain't got $84 to just automatically make sure that shit doesn't go to collections, you are not only an idiot, but you're broke. You're broke.
Does he even have health insurance? I mean, I'm guessing he doesn't. If he does, he's got like the Obamacare or whatever the poverty insurance is they give out.
Insurance, I'll say that as far as insurance goes, it's really hard to tell which, what they'll cover or not. So I'll say that possibly he has an insurance that didn't cover $84 worth of something because it sucks. But also, they do not just send your fucking stuff immediately to collections. They get a hold of you 100 times before it goes that far. So he literally would rather spend his money on who knows what, salmon and Tito's. He's always bragging about making salmon in the oven. So my guess is dude just didn't have $84. And if he did, he wouldn't be spending it on bills that he owes money to. So.
What are the condition of the salmon that come out of the Tampa Bay part of the ocean?
Yeah, that is kind of a weird pick for someone on the East Coast, especially whatever. He must have read the health food advisories that say that the salmon has a lot of omega 2 or 3 oils, 1, 2, 3 oils, all the oils.
700 billion
farm raised.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. If you're getting salmon on the East Coast, I would assume it's all farm raised shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't think salmon really comes readily out of the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America, as it's now called.
They come from the Bay of Capistrano, as
yes.
Lloyd Christmas would tell you.
Yes,
indeed. Gulf of Maine. Yes, Gulf of Maine. Not the Gulf of Tonka. Yeah. So anyway, he did. We had Deb on Wednesday night, and then we said the thing about the play board. I don't know if you even mess with old Chadley any more than that entire conversation, but it was the next morning after you sent me the display of how much money he made previously that day. So you think it's just like it's too much for him to handle? The constant reminder that he's not doing well, or at least not as well as he was. The numbers are down over there, right? Live viewers.
Yeah. Well, I think sort of like Opie with Jim Norton, he needed me that day, right? He got all up in his feels and he didn't like getting snaked by the Dan man. So he's never going to let me live it down. But yeah, I just gave him a little bit of slight ribbing. Chad, if you're watching, dude, stop being so thin skinned. And it's time to grow up. You're 50 years old. It's pretty sad.
Jesus criminy judgmental audio guy, dude. If this is Peter Sky Parker with an alt with that name, fuck you, seriously, man. I can't really handle your criticisms anymore. I'm gonna quit. You're literally forcing me to want to quit podcasting. Just your torment. You're tormenting me. I can't handle it. Fuck you. But also, everybody go answer that poll question. Did you hit the like button? If you haven't, you should. It'll make you feel better about yourself, and it'll make us feel better about ourselves. Everybody gets to win. So if you haven't done that, go do it right now, motherfucker. God, what are you waiting for? Oh, you're good. You guys are so difficult.
God, you sound like Ray now.
I was trying to do Chad. Like, I'm gonna, whatever he says to the lady mods in his channel. I mean, I'm not gonna repeat those kinds of things because that is horrible. We don't do that here. We love the ladies over here, like Tracy and G-Rob. Yes, ladies. Hello, ladies. Beautiful, wonderful ladies. Quad, don't quit. I need this job. Yes, G-Rob needs her job. We can't allow this company to go under because we got so many employees over here with wrenches. They can't afford to lose these jobs. Those are high-paying, good quality jobs in today's market. Being mods on all these channels.
Good to see Tracy in the chat. Her cyber boyfriend Win by 2 made an appearance today. He'd been out of the game for a couple of weeks, but seems like he came out of hiding.
You know anything about that? Why he just comes and goes all the time? Did he get a job or something? Must be, right?
I think it's got to be real life stuff. That would be my guess.
Yeah,
I don't have any inside scoop or anything, but yeah,
I just have him back. I just assumed all you guys on the East Coast know each other in real life, and you know all the ins and outs of everybody's lives.
I heard he went to jail.
Ooh.
Wow, this is big if true. Big if true.
Yeah. Soliciting a transvestite prostitute or something. So
the black one.
Was that specific? They were that specific on the arrest warrant?
And what I was told,
it was a trans. All right. I mean, they should arrest you if you get gay hookers.
You hear how old I am? Hey. You hear how old I am? I said transvestite.
Sounds good to me. That sounds about correct. I did watch it. Yeah, Nikki Norton. Yeah, not sure too. All right. Exactly, Nikki. Yes. Speaking of Jim Norton, right? We're going to get into that here in a bit. That is what we do have on the docket for you folks today is a little bit of Opie and Anthony talk. Opie? I keep doing that.
Opie and
Anthony. That actually has a good ring to it. It's not correct, but yeah, O&A. We got O&A stuff for you. Let's just make it simple for my little brain. We got a little bit of Lily Phillips talk. The whore we talked about on Wednesday. I did a deep dive on her, and I don't mean I had sex with her. I just happened to see a little bit more stuff about her, and it's disgusting. And I'm going to make you guys all listen to how disgusting it is. I don't want to be the only person.
More disgusting than being the 75th guy in on Lily Phillips.
It gets worse. The story is so much worse than I thought it could ever be. There's so much more to that. I'm going to make you guys throw up in your mouths tonight with that whole story. And of course, we're going to have some pot awful and merch talk. And of course, if we have time beyond that, we will get into the movie. Mr. Noodly armed nerd himself, Steel Toe. So if we do have time, put your seatbelts on, guys. It just in case we get in any car crashes on this episode. We're trying not to. We're trying to keep it all together and keep it on the road. But boy, oh boy, we got all kinds of shit to talk about tonight. We are here for it. Like I said, hit that like button, smash to subscribe, and turn your notifications on for the channel just so anytime we go live, you guys will be notified. Notification, notified. Get it? Got it. Good. Also, all the links for the channel are pinned to the top of the chat. So if you don't know where they're at, they're all pinned to the top of the chat. Makes it very simple. And yes, Dan pointing right at that QR code. It makes it very simple if you have a cell phone. Can you imagine that? Someone having a cell phone in 2025, which will actually just make it real quick and simple if you guys want to use the super tip system. Huge fans of the super tip system. Yeah, where no, whoa, that finger's all over the place. So it's going bad. No.
Where is it? Over here? There we go. There it is.
Dan,
He's
I
done
haven't
this
had a
before.
chance to talk to you about this. Did you know that there's such a thing as Quadcon?
I did get wind of Quadcon, and I'm tentatively scheduled. I hope. Can you put me on the facade? If Dave Sarah is going to be there with his party favors, I think the Dan can make an appearance too. So
Boom. Yes, Dan's gonna be.
I love Reno.
skiing.
Reno's great.
He's gonna be skiing. Well, skiing. He's gonna be playing in the snow. It will be March.
Mark will bring the Quaaludes. Dave Sarah will bring the white stuff, and we'll party. We'll hit Reno up hard.
I still haven't been able to find out whether the airport can take planes, so I'm not sure if I can make it. But
Why we're looking into that deeply for you,
very small airport.
If that is a possibility that their airport does take planes, indeed.
It does. I could be there. I might be there.
Myself. Maybe they only allow a certain size commuter plane to land on their
I
airport.
can't fly into the airport, then I might have a problem.
Maybe it's a really short runway. I have no idea, man. I'm
Maybe
gonna
it
have
only
to do
takes gliders.
research.
I don't know.
Like I don't even.
And unlike
Googling
Atlantic
sounds
City,
difficult.
Unlike Atlantic City, we're not going to spend the whole time in our hotel rooms, Quad. We're going to be out among the people.
Amongst the people.
We're going to be
Yes.
finding the finest ladies in Reno to hang out with.
Yeah,
the bar,
there's
free
some
drinks.
fine ones. All right.
Hopefully they have some teeth left, maybe if we're lucky. And yeah, we're going to have a grand old time in Reno. I'm excited.
Daddy?
Yes, we will do it. Indeed. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And of course, it'll be on the same weekend that Catalano Con is happening. So if you've been betrayed or mistreated by the Catalano crime family, then the Quad, he's a nice guy. We'll take you in. We'll clean you up. We'll treat you real nice. That's how we do over here at BYB. We take in refuse, we take in the feral, all of that kind of shit. We are doing it.
That's beautiful.
We love all you people. You people. We love all of it. You people.
Makes me feel good in my heart right there, what you just said.
Yes, we want to make all of you feel good inside of yourselves. Trust me. That's what we do. All right. Let's get into some stuffs. Let me see here. Yeah, with Chadley. Oh, yeah, let's start off with that one. That's the other thing we talked about. We had Deb on, and we talked all about Mazy and FKA Mammy. I did reach out and ask FKA Mammy if she wanted to continue with all of this line of shit going down with Mazy and her shit talking and saying she's trying to put out to old Mr. Kill Everything. That was an interesting little arc there for 2 seconds. That does seem to be like FKA Mammy. When she comes in hot and then she goes away.
You Quad, you gotta be quiet, Quad. I love when she gets the sassy Rosie Perez from White Man Can't Jump thing going
Rosie
on.
Perez.
I mean, yeah, she is
exactly.
She's a firecracker. I'm team Mommy. I haven't even got any nudes or anything. Like I'm not like some of these guys that apparently, if you listen to the grapevine, Mommy's been up to no good with some certain people, but I don't want to kiss and tell.
Some personalities give stickers. Some personalities will give postcards. Some of them give nudes.
Right.
It's
we're not going to name names. We're not
I give nudes, by the way. If I ever become a personality, that's what I'm going to do.
Hypothetically, if you were to send Dan a nude, like me a nude, I am not somebody who will share it with anyone. I will keep it. It'll self-destruct after 5 seconds. So my DMs are open for any and all nudes, guys included, or MGD included. If MGD's out there, you can send, nudes. I'm equal opportunity. So DMs
Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?
Yeah, you got to be careful. If you are going to share them, just don't do it live on air. That's my one recommendation.
Has anyone seen the Kayla Ricada nudes? Are those out there, or just only Gino and Steel Toe?
Yeah, I was going to say Gino and Keanu have. Other than that, okay. So I mean, if Steel Toe had them for some period of time, maybe all the Toe Boys have seen it. Maybe all the Aristococks or all those guys.
Everybody at Stoney's, he probably passed it around the bar.
Johnny got his first erection in years after seeing it.
Yeah,
I have a feeling
you're off his life. We've got to
you make a good point, Dan. Like I can picture Steel Toe just walking around with all the nude pictures of ladies he has, just showing them
Check
that
it out.
everyone
Look at everybody at the bar. He's like, "Come on, hey, look at your boy didn't do too bad."
Hey guys, look at this.
Mother of 5 nudes right here.
He's got a fucking Viewmaster. Check this out.
Mother of 5, yes. Yeah, like the lady Ray DeVito lost his virginity to a mother of 4. 5 now, am I right? You know what I mean? After that virginity was lost, it was 5 after that. So.
Honk, you ever been with a yummy mummy before? You down with it with the ones with kids?
Well, when you have kids of your own, you're kind of fucking guilty by association in a way there.
I was just going to say the same thing.
So yeah, I've been down for it a couple of times in my days.
Am
I out? Would I go out pursuing them now of like older age? No.
There's a whole people in glass houses type of thing that goes with that.
Right. I mean, I was caught. That was a trick, huh? You fuckers.
Apparently, Mr. Kill likes the pregnant ladies. That was another reveal that Mazy let on.
Exactly.
Now, does he those Clown Town guys? It was so annoying to me. Like, congratulations on getting the interview, but they never asked follow-up questions. If I had Mazy on my show and she started talking about him being into pregnant stuff, I would be like, okay, tell me more about that. Like, is he looking at pregnant porn pictures? Like, are there videos involved? Is he dating them? Is he asking you to like let him, try to conceive with you? Yeah. Like what is,
I think that's how the whole thing started off. Cause he revealed that he wanted to put a baby in her belly. I guess that's the way he put it. And, Mazy was saying that, obviously any girl you just, I want to put a baby in you. Like that is kind of creepy. And she was getting creeped out by that. But also him like calling her Mrs. Kill Everything. Cause apparently she was annoyed by that too.
It's a total concept I would never be interesting for myself, but you're absolutely right. There's a whole lot more detail that I'd like to find out about what the fuck is going on.
She sounds like a cunt to me, Bucket. Mr. Kill Everything's a nice bloke.
Yeah, nice.
Are you saying she trapped him into it? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I blame the bitch.
I just thought she was fat.
I didn't know she was
another one of those. Yes. I mean, that is kind of interesting because that is part of the Lily Phillips arc we got going on here. So let's get into it. As a matter of fact, Mr. Kill Everything, speaking of people having jobs at night, Mr. Kill Everything apparently has a job I just discovered. He's a delivery guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you guys not seen this yet? Mr. Kill Everything is a delivery guy, Uber Eats.
He kind of looks like Seth Rogen right there after a bad acid trip.
I don't want him touching my food.
Yeah, come to find out, someone caught him on a Ring doorbell delivering their food. Yeah, this is interesting. There.
Yo quiero taco buns.
Oh, fuck.
He just runs off. That's right. Taco Vance. That's a new restaurant. I haven't heard of that one, but I approve this message. It is a political message. But yeah, he does look like Mr. Kill Everything, right? I'm not wrong here, am I?
Yeah.
Especially in that first frame.
He definitely has the same kind of crazy look on his face.
I thought you were serious. I thought that was actually him. So
no, it is. Like, I am serious. I mean, what are you saying? That's not the same guy? Obviously, is the same guy. You telling me
basking with
not? Who is that girl? Oh yeah,
You still got a picture of that bitch up there? Jesus Christ!
Oh, is that the one
man,
that he
have
was
some
crying on his
respect.
when he was so shit?
Wait, he's got that pinned? That's his
Holy
pinned tweet?
shit.
Dude, she broke up with you 15 months ago, bro. It's
Oh
over.
my God!
Oh,
Mr.
no.
The date is January 21st, 2024. You pinned it up there
He could
and
be
has it
back.
up there to this day. This weekend was a shit show, but we made the most of it and made it work. Thank you, MLC Podcast and Pat Dixon, for this new experience that we got to share together. We are really grateful, and I do
don't
believe
think
that.
so. She took off not long after that post.
She'll be back.
Yeah, not too long, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude,
She looks just like Carol
imagine
Baskin.
not only sharing Cheryl Baskin. Imagine like not only sharing with the world
God, she
the
does.
pussy that you got like a year and a half ago, but then she dumps you and you're still like you still got the pin picture, like you're pining for her. It's like, dude, have some fucking self-respect, bro. Like,
No,
on,
that
man.
ship sailed the self-respect arc. That ship sailed a long time ago. This dude has no self-respect. I don't think he ever did, man. I mean, he got so plastered the first few times he was on MLC. That's why he keeps getting invited back, obviously. Come on and get drunk and make an ass out of yourself, and people can throw fucking insults at you $2 at a time. We love it here at MLC. We'll keep that going.
She's a sturdy gal, that Mazy.
Yeah,
Big bone.
Right? Yeah,
Big
she's but I don't know. Maybe she's a respectable gal. Maybe she's the kind of gal you take home to ma.
Yeah. Okay.
She's the kind of gal that is Ma, actually, but that's
Thank you. Great point. Great pointing.
Well, that was the point, right? She was supposed to become ma. He was trying to put a baby in a.
God.
That seems like the opposite of how it works, though, right? You're supposed to put your penis in them, and then the baby comes out. You're not supposed to put a baby in them. Like that's the opposite of how it works, if I remember correctly from.
The fact he hasn't figured out the difference scares me.
Am I wrong on that? Is that not how it works? I don't know.
I think he kind of he put the cart before the horse, as they say, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to fuck you when you're pregnant.
Yes, and then wait a minute. Get my notes.
I want to have the best pregnant sex of our lives. It's like, hey, dude, we just started dating 2 weeks ago. Easy there, killer.
I want to have sex, but the baby will wake. Well, God damn it, I can't figure this out.
Yeah, well, I permanently scarred my brain with this Lily Phillips story. We'll get into that here in a second. But I'm going to permanently scar all of your brains as well. So there you go. Deb says the only one that he loves more than Mazy is Kevin Brennan. True. Deb gets it. Mr. Kill Everything is in love with Kevin Brennan. I do think it would become
Mr.
one
Kill
of
would
those
sit
like
in the cuck chair for Kevin. Don't you think he'd let Kevin fuck Mazy so he could watch, and then he'll like eat up the whatever's left over.
Yeah, and we know Kevin Brennan is a huge fan of cuckoldry. As he got to sit and watch dudes. No, he didn't get to watch, did he? Yeah, when that whole story came out about Kevin Brennan, he had a nesting home across the street from his real home, so that
that's when you know your marriage is going well. When your wife says, like, "Can I have an apartment so I can like bang other dudes?" That's always a good sign for the health of a relationship.
Famously, you and Deb had brought up that whole. You guys were proposing like, what is going on with Kevin Brennan, and you guys, I think, were the originators of the idea that very possibly Kevin Brennan is on the outs with his old lady. Do you think that they're back to that same kind of like mingling lifestyle that they were doing previously when they were on the outs?
If I had to guess, I'd say their relationship is let's stay together for the kids at this point. One of those sort of deals, it's like let's go through the motions. I hate you, you hate me. But, we've got a nice apartment in Jersey City, which I think we figured out that's where he lives. He still might have that smash pad, though. So I could still see her getting a little something on the side, maybe just, hey, honey, I got to do a couple extra hours at the hospital today. So I'm going to be maybe you start dinner for the kids before I get home, and meanwhile she's getting taken to Pound Town in the side house. That's probably what's going
and getting
on.
to go on dates with guys from
Sweet.
San Francisco that take her out to Hamilton, go out to Broadway, and free tickets, free.
Maybe she'll get some Glengarry Glen Ross tickets out of this, and she can go have a nice
You
date. Go see that.
You
Oh,
paint
but
a
yeah,
fucking
Bill Burr.
graphic picture, my friend. A graphic picture.
Yeah, he could draw you a picture. Let's get Ray DeVito in here. He's
Know what,
really
dude?
good at drawing.
Coffee's for closes, dude.
Yeah, coffee's. Yeah. Bill Burr. Do the Bill Burr fucking what's his knucklehead? Alec Baldwin. Is Bill Burr doing an impersonation of Alec Baldwin doing that character? Is that all it is at this point? It probably is, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What's this?
What about Kevin and the Handies?
Yeah, what about Kevin and the Handies? Let's hear this story. I don't know. Shade Cowl. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kevin does enjoy the Oriental ladies. Indeed, for he is a closer. He's a closer, a finisher. I mean, he'll finish in your hand if you let him. But I have heard that Kevin does enjoy, and every once in a while, he does enjoy a finishing move by one of the Oriental ladies at the rub and tug. I mean, the massage parlor.
God
Supposedly,
damn,
mommy lets her husband do that once a month. I heard somewhere. So you should get mommy her feedback on that. That was one of her mommy's secrets to a healthy marriage is letting your husband get jerked off once a month. Which
Rubbing tug and
I
hall
don't
pass.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
what
don't know
that would be a great name for a massage parlor, right, Honky? The hall pass.
Well, why are you asking me for? Like I'm a regular at one of these fucking places? Come on,
I don't know, man.
Have you ever been to a place called the Hall Pass? Huh?
Yeah, that place already exists, motherfucker. What are you saying?
Or a strip club. Like there's a lot of things that actually that name would work well for. Definitely a whorehouse. There's
But
no
all
doubt.
I've been told is that the old Asian ladies in there, they're old. It isn't like they're good looking Asian gals. They're like 60s and 70s with hands like gristle.
Yeah, but Asian chicks age like wine, man.
Yeah,
like,
they don't crack. You're right.
Yeah, Asian
60-year-old
ladies
Asian
like
women are
this
better
one.
than
Asian ladies. There you go. There's an Asian lady right there.
Believe it or not, 104 years old.
Speaking of, if you do want to go get a whore and are looking forward to it, Quadcon, not me. I'm not the whore. I mean, Reno, Nevada definitely has whores. You can go to the Bunny Ranch, the Mustang Ranch, the Ranch. I don't even know what they call them anymore.
Dude, I would love to.
like
I would love to get
Jason
quad a
Things.
hooker at Quadcon. I would love to. I would love to do it. I don't want to do it myself because I'll get in trouble. But I would love to hook up. Maybe we will have like a drawing. We'll have like one of the brothers there gets a
GoFundMe even.
Yeah.
GoFundMe or something.
GoFundMe.
A whole what like how much does it cost? Like $500. Like, oh boy, a GoFundMe for Quad to get his No, I don't want that.
Help Quad get laid. That would be our commercial. It would be beautiful.
I don't want to bring stuff back from Reno, at least not.
Oh, come on, get t-shirt, little chlamydia, it'll be fine.
I like how Quad calls him Oriental. I do that on purpose. I know I could say Asians very simple and easily, but I always prefer saying Orientals because I know it catches everyone off guard. Orientals? What? It's old fashioned. I'm old fashioned.
Yeah, he's an old fashioned guy. He's a good egg.
What do you mean? What do you mean Oriental? They're not rugs. Rugs and tugs. Yeah, food. Exactly. All right. I too have chlamydia. Exactly. This guy gets it.
See, you wouldn't be by yourself. It's not such a stigma like it used to be.
I too have crabs and now have to shave all my hair off. Yes, I too. Oh God, no! Oh God, no! Bob, don't be starting rumors like that, dude. Jesus Christ, we're in the Dabbleverse. That's a dangerous accusation, sir. All right. Speaking of whores, let's do this story.
Keanu?
Okay. No, not Keanu. Hey, whoa. Actually, she is at the bottom of the stack, but we're not getting there. It's not her butthole, and it's this time.
She's the one.
It's not her butthole.
Honk, would
this
you
time.
let Keanu give you a handy, Honk? Would you take one from Keanu?
As long as
Who?
you keep your
What?
mouth
From
shut.
Keanu?
Yeah. Would you let her give you a handy?
She could give me a handy if she wanted.
Oh, very nice of you. Very nice of you, sir.
She'd keep her mouth shut.
I'm sure she would appreciate that if she's watching.
Well,
that.
I mean,
That means a lot to a lady that you would allow her to rub and tug
They really
you off.
appreciate that. It's the sentiment that counts. They're very sentimental women.
Yep.
Yeah. And yes, Keanu, we have all seen your butthole. Not a big deal. It's just a butthole like everyone else has.
Everyone has one.
Your butthole was very fine on the scale of
Nude
buttholes.
butthole.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Move
Everybody has
on.
one.
And butthole's a
Your
butthole.
starfish is equal to many other starfishes.
Exactly.
But
Plenty of starfish in the ocean.
Big Quad going off road on the Hershey Highway. No. Don't say that. How
Better
dare
bring us snow tires.
yeah, it's a rough one. We're not doing that. We're not doing whores. We're not doing any of that weird, odd stuff in Reno. So stop it, folks. Get your minds out of the gutter. Oh, wait, no, that's right. We're getting right back into the gutter. So let's check this out. This is probably the kind of quality that we're talking about with the whores out in Reno or Vegas or anywhere else. They're good looking. They're just disgusting inside, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so this Lily Phillips lady, I didn't realize that we talked about this on Wednesday, the fact that she's going to go for 2,000 in 24 hours. She did 1,000 in 24 hours, but recently she did 50 guys on the Hershey Highway, as you referred to it there, Bob Bank. But yeah, so yeah.
No, I heard they repeat guys to get the number. So like it's not actually 2,000 different guys, right?
Correct.
Correct. Some guys will go like 3 or 4 times.
Correct.
Which
But
is
that's
really
less than a
like
minute.
really disgusting. If you're the
That's
guy.
less than a minute per person.
That's
Correct.
some impressive, what is it called? Refractory skills. Jesus Christ, 4
I
times.
don't even know what you call it.
Because there's only
they got a lot of fluffers sitting around waiting to
Give me
get
5
stuff
minutes.
ready,
I'll be
you
right
know?
back in her.
There's only 1,440 minutes in 24 hours. So you better be quick.
You better be quick.
What constitutes
Jack be
having sex
nimble,
with her?
Jack be quick, Jack dump a load in this nasty.
I hate to
dick.
ask all these questions, but I'm very curious since we're on this topic. So, is just a thrust? Does that count as sex with her? Like, or do you have?
Yeah.
Is there a
I
finishing?
would
that needs to
imagine
happen?
that's what she's probably hopeful for. Is that
You just get like
walk
one
up there,
good, one
stick it
deep
in and
thrust,
go,
and then okay,
Yeah.
all right, next number 42. Okay, you're up. It's like. By the way, it's like a meat line. When you grab the number at the deli counter, like there's one guy. I don't know if this is the same video. I hope it is. That he holds up number 50 and he has like this big shit-eating grin on his face. I'm like, dude, God bless you, man, to be so excited to have number 50. In the list here.
Oh, it's like that. Is that what Ray meant by I'm 50? Is that what Ray was saying? I'm 50.
But shit, man, you gotta look at it this way. In a line of 2,000, 50 is a pretty good number.
Well,
50 is a good number, man.
No, on this video,
it's like a first round draft pick.
There is only 50 guys, and they're doing anal. So,
not counting the time it takes for one guy to get out of the way and the next guy to get in place. Each person has 45 seconds to do the deed. So you literally aren't going to have much more time than to just jam it
in. Tracy, that's hilarious. Imagine being at DMV. It's a lot like DMV, but grosser. God, Tracy, that's hilarious.
That's great. But Oh God, I'm just imagining some of the people that work at DMV too. Ew.
Number 57. Number 57.
I do like that the guys are wearing masks now, like it because when they used to do these, the guys didn't have any shame back in like the 90s or whenever this first started. These gang bangs. Now these guys are all going in with like fucking Spider-Man masks on. It's like,
Smart.
yeah, you don't want anyone to know that you're a fucking degenerate.
Can you
enough
imagine
to be doing this?
Yeah, nobody wants to get doxxed.
Ugh. All right, let's get into it. This pretty little lady that takes way too much damage. But this story is a little twisted. As you see there, here's her little friend. So they're both taking on 50 dudes, taking 50 dudes apiece.
A very, very long time.
You won't be able to shit right for a week, girl.
You won't do anything right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
like members of ISIS with the masks on.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, that last one. Wait a minute. That last guy actually did have something around his fucking head. What was that? Did you see that? That one right there. He looks like. Damn, this guy is a literal Hamas guy. Oh no, ladies. Oh no, that's not okay.
He's gonna fill her up full of explosives.
The little fella in the back.
Suicide bomber. Yeah, that gives a whole new name to suicide bombing. Wow. Yeah.
It's Granny at the end, little shit.
Granny's.
Hey, here's one dude. He's not bashful. He's like, fuck it. I want to be well known for this.
He's killing himself tomorrow too.
I'm so excited.
Yay, we're whores. Yay, we're whores. That's the worst. Oh my
She has
God.
a literal 1,000 cock stare going on.
Butt pop.
What's her ATM fee?
Oh,
You lose your card. Don't worry about it.
hickory dickory duck. This bitch was sucking my cock. Oh,
Oh.
she needed the money.
Ho!
Oh yeah, that's actually kind of funny because the other lady that she hangs out with, her name is Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Bluey.
Bonnie Blue. She needed the money. Oh,
You needed
that's
the
great.
money. You get it. Actual work is 1,000 anal. That's what he. Shades Cal, are we learning things about you that I did not know previously
Jake,
till
you put in
today?
work, girl.
I was gonna say, she's like, yeah, 1,000 in the poon. That ain't no big deal. You get 1,000 in the
After you
ass.
take the first
Yeah,
10
we're
anal,
talking
the rest is probably pretty a cinch at that point. You know, it's all the hard work's been done at that point.
As long as your liver doesn't fall down and get in the way, I guess the first 1,000 is just nothing.
You know
push
what
that
the
out of the way.
saddest part of this whole story is that
All of it.
some
All of
fucking
it is.
dipshit is going to want to marry her somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
not too
it's gonna
hard to
happen.
imagine.
God damn.
I mean, yeah.
No religion too? Sorry. Bad Forrest Gump joke.
All right. So we saw her little buddy here, right? Her little friend that's doing the 50 cocks in the ass show. This is going to be a new podcast coming to the Dabbleverse. 50 cocks in the ass, ladies. I hope you're excited for it. So let's hear what did she think about her experience taking on 50 dudes in the anus? Let's see. Oh, sorry, my crinkled fingers are fucking up.
On my back door. It made me wondering, how did I get myself into this situation? You see, I thought it would be a fun idea to let 50 guys in my back door, along with my friend Lily Phillips, because, you know, we like to do things that are crazy. But with that being said, I did a number on that back door. Not only that, but I've been doing this for a really long time. So for several years. And there's a lot of girls in the industry who haven't been doing it really long, or they they haven't done it at all. So, I mean, if you think about it, I've been doing it for almost 21 years because I'm almost 37. So yeah, do the math. I've been doing it for a really, really long time. And with this line of work that I'm in, it needs to look perfect. And, you know, here I am at the surgery place. Hi. Yes. Tiffany.
Would she have to get a cesarean on her asshole?
Yeah, no. She had to have it re-stitched back up. They
the mommy
broke her
stitch
asshole
on her ass.
They literally broke her asshole.
They put
She
the
had
net
to
in
get
so that when her guts fall off,
Western
they don't bounce onto the
civilization
floor.
is in free fall.
Yeah. Sucks when you prolapse when you're standing in line at the grocery store.
So I had to get. I didn't really understand. She kept showing a bunch of different things, and we'll go back through that. I didn't really understand like the purpose of her like doing show and tell with all the stuff she was holding on to. I figured we could watch it once through, and then we'll just listen to it without volume. So maybe just finish this.
Is this called being a power bottom? Is that what you call it when you're like you are actually?
I think fags are power bottoms. I don't think ladies can be power bottoms, but I'm not sure. I think the power went out in her bottom, as a matter of fact.
Taking a urine test to make sure I'm not pregnant, which I am not because, you know, I only do the back door.
You get pregnant.
I really do think.
Yeah, I mean, you got to try really, really hard, and that's
the one thing. The one thing she doesn't have to worry about, like STDs, maybe, but I don't think you got pregnant, honey. If you're
she's
just getting
pregnant,
your ass gaped,
they did a lot more.
Dudes.
If she
tried so hard,
more damage than she's saying they did. Fucked everything up in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. She's been doing it for 21 years, but I guess 50 in one day was one step too far, apparently.
I think that this might become a trend, and I'm just putting this out there. Unless you're wanting to pay thousands of dollars, don't try this at home. Would I do this?
I'm a professional. Please do not try this at home. I've been trading my entire life. I mean... Like what the training practices? What you just been stretching your asshole to make it loose enough to take on?
He's a bit of a pioneer, though, if you think about it.
Open asshole.
Like this is a first. Like she's blazing a path for whores everywhere. Of like, you know, if you're thinking about this at home, you know, maybe not everybody's built for this.
She's probably never constipated.
That's for sure.
Probably slides right out.
If she ate a sandwich, it'd probably fall right out of her. She just go and then she'd be like, oh damn, that was quick.
You lay on your back and you pull your ass cheeks apart and you pull your balls up.
Yeah, that too. Jesus Christ.
Again,
Maybe it's
probably, but that's because I'm a professional. This was one of the most painful recoveries I've ever been through. So you can see the pain. It was.
What were the other ones? Jesus Christ, lady. Why are you doing this to yourself? This is horrible.
So bad because I had stitches in there. It was so hard to put.
Because I had stitches in there. So now, ladies, hey, just a public service announcement. We would like to let you ladies know that if you take on 50 dudes in one day in your ass, that there's a possibility that you might have some issues. And
don't forget, ladies, do your Kegels.
Yes.
I
would just Freddie Mercury is disgusted by this.
Yeah, Freddie's.
Michael, damn you, Mr. Producer. Fuck you. How dare you? All right. So yeah, she's doing a little show and tell. She does. Okay, so we can start with the hair dryer and then we move on to other things. Okay, yeah, there's my shirt for today. Yeah, okay.
Quad, you know what they say about this? Pain is temporary, glory is forever.
Did you just say penis?
The
penis? Is that like pain in the ass? Penis?
The pain is temporary. But the glory lasts forever. Us. She's gonna ascend to heaven to Valhalla because of her prowess with the
I will have a beer with you in Valhalla when I see you. Absolutely. Warrior. Skol. But yeah, apparently so she started with a hairdryer, then, hey, look at my clothes I'm going to wear. And then, hey, what's this fancy tube? I shoved this thing up my ass to rinse it out with water. I guess that's what's happening here. She's like, yeah, I took it up to that part of the stem.
I thought that was her water bottle. Jesus Christ.
Is that a water bottle? I don't think so. I think that's something else, man, entirely. I'm not sure. I'm guessing.
I didn't know the difference between a Kotex and a tampon, so don't listen to me.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Yeah, all you ladies, keep all your secret lady stuff to yourselves. That's right. All right, she has squirt. See, that's why I assumed it wasn't a water bottle because she was holding it upside down and whatnot. So there you go. What do we got here? We're doing an ice pack. She's got an ice pack. She's got, okay, well, there's your other thing. I guess those are ass Kotex. And Phillips magnesium, I guess, to help that stomach feel normal again. All right, you guys get the idea. This lady's a freak, and she broke her ass, or I guess, whatever.
It was a much simpler time about 20 years ago, where the gangbangs were all vaginal gangbangs, and these anal gangbangs. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. It just doesn't seem worth the juice. Doesn't seem worth the squeeze, if you know what I'm saying on this. It's
the juice doesn't smell good either. It smells like it's turned.
And apparently, you only got 1 second to squeeze the juice, according to Yingwei, at least. The math ain't mathin'. But okay, so we start off this video with this bitch crying, right? My butthole's ripped and broken and stuff. But yeah, as we remember famously, this dumb broad, when she was practicing for her 100, she was practicing for the 1,000 guy gangbang. She was doing like 100 dudes a day to practice for it, which I guess is a thing. And famously, she broke down and cried because she was feeling her feelers, which tells you, as a human being, when you break down and cry, typically something is wrong, I would assume. So,
well, this happens with marathon runners too, like where you're training for the big race, and you're doing the 10, 20, 30 miles a day, and sometimes you just hit a wall, and you hit a wall, and the feels come out, and she probably got to like guy 62, and she's like, I don't know if I can do this. Yeah. I don't know if I have it in me.
Just push.
You gotta fight through that shit, baby. You gotta fight through the pain and the tears and make it happen.
Push yourself. Exactly. Or I don't even know how that works. Just you gotta disassociate from your body and just go somewhere else in your head, like anywhere else, anywhere. Will she be coming to Quadcon? Yeah, I like your thinking there, Kahuna. Big names we got coming to Quadcon. Lily,
when she disassociates, you think she thinks she'd imagine she's a Disney princess, like, and she just kind of like, I'm gonna be Moana, I'm gonna be on the island, I'm gonna just pretend right now that I'm
Beauty. She just lay there, pretend like she's asleep, like all my ex-girlfriends.
Just put your apple inside; it'll wake me up. Put 2,000 of them in there.
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
it's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out. Like, it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Hey, do you think she falls in love with all 100 dudes? Like chicks, like, they say, like, don't have sex with her because she'll fall in love with you. Do you think she falls in love like 100 times in a row?
Yeah.
She's like,
she's a mess
don't
by the
stop.
time she gets out of there.
Well, I
literally,
yeah, it goes against everything in nature that, like, how you should be doing life, You should not be allowing one after the other. Because ladies grow up like with the princess in mind. I'm a princess and I'm gonna get saved by Prince Valiant, some good, amazing knight in shining armor. Instead, you got a line of 50 dudes just plowing away, plowing that field till it's wrecked. Indeed. But yeah, so she's so emotionally stable from all of this. It is amazing. And this is what we were talking about on Wednesday. She did the 1,000, and now she's going to try the 2,000. So very awesome, very exciting stuff. Would you do it? Would you? All right. So we had this little reveal. This is what I want to get into because all this the 50-person ass gangbang that came up, but there's more to this story that is going to boggle the mind. I'm fucking up here.
Yeah, up in my. One time I found a condom like a couple of days later up in my.
Is this how Lily Phillips got?
One time at band camp, I found a condom up there a couple days later. Because you guys caught that, right? Everybody caught that?
That's crazy.
I don't want to play this entire interview.
Is it possible for a lady to not know that there's a condom wedged inside of her? Like, I don't.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently there is.
You've had 1,000 of them in a day. I think you could probably have a Volkswagen launched inside you and not know it. I mean, it's.
Maybe she needs to get Joey C's metal detector and go up there and see if he find any spare change or whatever.
Yeah, rings, watches, cock rings.
Yeah, I don't know if the Dabbleverse and this gal are gonna mix, but whatever. We should get her out to one of the events to see what happens, just for fun. Just for
funsies.
But yeah, so that is
out to Quadcon in Reno, Nevada, 2020.
Exactly. Lily Phillips. Look forward to being there. That would no, we can't afford her. I have a feeling
we could trick her.
Mason in Portland, aka Shane Gillis, aka my co-pilot, aka my navigator,
aka
hello boys. Solid lineup tonight. Yes, aka ex Catalano TV guy. But thank you very much for being a member this 7 months. Mason, good egg.
We wish him well.
It is probably like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Exactly.
Think about all the people
who they were talking about.
If they did a Dabbleverse gangbang, think of all the people that could be involved in it. Spider Alomar, Jake Hudson, Lou DeGod or whatever his name is.
Oh God! No.
Of course, Imholte would probably weasel his way into it.
Imholte, no, Imholte wouldn't want to have sex. He would just want to sit in the corner and watch the entire.
Right,
thing.
Exactly.
And
He'd
then
be licking stuff off
clean
people's
up
back afterwards.
Clean up afterwards.
Clean up crew.
Exactly.
Uncle Jack, I'm sure he'd slide in there. I think he seems like the type I'd throw a mask on and get up in them guts.
He'd want to be at the end of the line.
Well, we know that Aaron would be at the end of the line, but for one reason and one reason
I
alone.
drink your cum.
Oh, come.
All right, let's hear that once again because that is quite the admission.
One time I found a condom like a couple of days later up in my.
Oh,
Is this how Lily?
But yeah, so everyone was saying like, oh, she got pregnant and whatnot, and she found condoms inside of her. It's probably like looking into a trash can, and you're like, oh, what's in here? Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, there's a condom in there. Oh.
There's an opossum in there.
Disturbing. God, she's kind of a pretty girl.
She is a pretty girl.
Yeah, it's a waste. It's fucked up. It's all very fucked up. Is she pregnant? So apparently there was this thing where nobody knew that she was actually pregnant. And as you can see there, oh, very nice. OnlyFans star horrifies fans with small details suggesting she was pregnant during the sex stunt. And as you can see there, a lot of people thought she was faking it. You know what I mean?
And the proud father is 339. Come on down.
Yeah, that's going to be the weirdest Maury Povich show ever, right? So how many times does Maury have to say, you are not the father before they finally get to the guy and go, all right, finally.
It's going to be a
finally
mini-series.
here at the moment where we get the actual father. Finally. It took all night, but we're there.
Pay-per-view.
Bonnie had to smell like old Yeller's ghost after those 1,000 loads. I can't even imagine, sir. I cannot imagine. Indeed. All right, we got a little more admissions. But so she is pregnant. That is a fact. She's pregnant. No doubt about it. 100% pregnant. Let's hear what she has to say about being a mommy.
Surprised.
I don't want to pick my kids up from school. I do as much to protect my kids as possible.
Do you realize that the things you're doing now, you won't be able to protect them?
I mean, when I have kids, like the thing is though, like I said, I'm going to do what I want now. That I'm not going to live for the kids I haven't had yet.
I love the music too. Like this is some dreamy, wonderful story that they're telling. Oh, it's like a fairy tale.
Do you think the kids will get picked on at school when they find out about what his mommy did?
No.
You're not talking about Aaron right now?
No.
This Indian guy right now, he wants to marry her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's taking her seriously. Like
he's already given her father 3 goats.
He wants the needful. Give me the needful.
Yes.
I will give a dowry to your family. I have already slaughtered a goat, and it will be sent by FedEx to your family.
He should be more like the ladies' man. Like, yeah, that was nice, but you got to go.
Free tech support for a year.
I thought I haven't lived, so I'll do what I want now. But obviously I put like plans in place, have nannies for my kids. I don't want to pick my kids up from school, so like they're
why, because of this?
Yeah. I don't.
Okay, so that's interesting. You actually thought about stuff like that.
Yeah, like getting nannies to pick them up.
So you've already in your head saying, I won't be public, I won't be out in public, kind of.
And I won't be pulling my kids on social media and stuff like that.
That's a bit of a sad thing in a way.
In a way, not just that's fucking sad. That's horrible. That's the worst. That's sad. In a way, kinda, in a way, it's sad that you'll never be able to go into public with your kid without embarrassing the fuck out of them like Aaron Imholte.
And where does she think she's going to come up with the chump change to come up with nannies?
From whoring. Whoring is the answer.
And she thinks that's going to continue on forever, huh?
No, she's going to marry Bebop down below her.
Yes.
All right. And it was a huge controversy. Apparently no one believed that she was pregnant. Everyone thought she was faking it. But I can confirm doing some research. I'm not going to. No, how about I do explain it? Do you want me to explain it? Because it's very simple. No. Come on, Yingwei. I don't want. No, I can't do that. I can't.
Well, that would be one way to know it. I mean, if you were, you are the father.
All right. So in my Google browser search history, there may be a little video. God damn it, Miss Producer. Quit playing those clips. You're killing me tonight. I see why you saved them all now. It does make sense. It's adding up. It does make sense. But no, indeed, I did Google like her to prove it, and she does have some pregnant porn. I came across it, and I may or may not have watched some of it. So I can confirm that she indeed was pregnant. You know what got her pregnant? The gangbang.
Oh.
The gangbang. Apparently she's
Quad, do you look up the pregnant porn? Was this a one-off thing? Or is this something that
he did have a book?
I was doing research for the show. I'm not a pervert. Most of the time. I mean,
one thing, it took a hell of a big man to admit that he has a porn addiction. Quad, good for you.
I don't have a porn addiction. It's not what's happening here. I was doing research for the show, and I happened upon a pregnant lady getting plowed. I'm telling you, it was very. Whatever. I had to finish during the research, though, just to be a full disclosure.
That's not something that you just come across like without looking for. for it.
Coming across is a weird way to say that too. Like
it's not usually the first thing that comes up in a search for. Let me look at straight white porn, and it's like, okay, let's. Here's the pregnancies.
You meant pregnant porn?
Yeah, where's the pregnancies at? Where are those? Where can you find the pregnant ones? Come on, let's get that in there. It was an accident that I found that, guys. Trust me. Come on, believe me. It was an accident.
During your research, you said. That's interesting as well.
Yeah,
it sounds like the Pete Townsend.
You're asking how many times did I finish during my research?
That's a fair question too.
Can we have a number? Can you put a number on that? Have the amount of times?
There's tomorrow's poll.
Yeah, hey, that would have actually been a good poll question for today. Like, how many times did Quad jizz? Looking up research for Lily Phillips. It is a shame because
you watch more than one Quad. I just need to know. Did you look at more?
One. I found one, and I was convinced that the stomach was real. So, and then you just heard her talking about, how she feels about being a parent and all that stuff. Can you guys remember the anal gangbang scene that we started the show with?
Yeah.
Are you trying to? Is this a trap, Quad? Are you trying to get us on tape saying that we watch anal gangbangs?
Yeah.
Remember that anal gangbang we had you guys watch before the show?
What
Wait,
show are we
what?
talking about?
No, during the show. During the show.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Because I didn't.
Okay, this is the most recent. This is the most recent thing she's done. Here, let's have her turn sideways. You guys remember that pregnant belly she had in the other picture?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice something?
Stop.
It's gone.
It gone. All right. So this turned into a really dark.
You really did a lot of research on this, brother. I got to hand it to you. You're doing yeoman's work on the subculture of pregnant anal gangbangs.
No pregnant. No, yeah. She wasn't pregnant. Not true.
I'm with G-Rob. G-Rob's got it right. Stop watching porn, Quad. It's bad for your brain.
It could be
short-circuiting yourself.
Could be hurting you, Quad. We might
hurting your relationships, Quad.
Maybe some more of your ladies just need to be sending me pictures in my DMs. Maybe that would stop me from watching porn.
But not pregnant pictures.
No porn, ain't it?
It's up to you, ladies. If you want me to stop, you all have to send me a few pictures, and that's all it takes. Help Quad out. Help Quad with his addiction, his issues. You too can help fix Quad. You can be part of it. You can be part of the solution. We'll just call it, I don't know, let's tag it. The final solution. Let's just throw it up.
Yeah,
how about the final
that's
solution?
Never been used. That's a good one.
It's the final solution.
That's right. But before we go any further, believe it or not, folks, we do have a new guest joining us this evening. Kaz from Tosspot Radio, rocking it and rolling it and rolling it and rocking it. His name is Kaz.
It really is Kaz, not a fake Kaz this time. I love it.
Yeah, look at that. He's got the ATPC Brian Johnson driving cap on.
Nice, because I'm nice.
Hey, Kaz.
But yeah, how's it going, everybody? What we've been up to? I've not been able to catch up because I went out for a bit.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Mainly what we were just watching was maybe a type of lady that you possibly would love to hook up with. Very pretty lady. Here, I'll let you take a peek at her. Not pregnant, ready to take it in the ass. What do you think of these beautiful ladies?
Well, I mean, those are two attributes which, yeah, sure, not pregnant, taking in the ass.
Sexy birds, right?
So far, it's so good.
What do you think about the accent? You like that accent? I'm sure it's very familiar to you.
I didn't quite hear it. Let me hear it again a little bit. Is it just me?
Can't hear it, Quad.
Quad's fucking up. It's not you, Kaz.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. This is a big cue. Wow. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Oh, I know.
Hello,
I
love.
know.
Oh,
Shine your
no.
shoes, governor.
No, shoes. Look, am I saying I wouldn't? I'd never say that because, you know, I'm an open-minded guy and she might have a lovely personality. So, you know,
She
who knows?
took 1,000
I-
cocks in her ass in
I
one
mean, I don't know.
day.
Where did you
Come
come
on,
from? What's the
Kaz.
story about this one? Are we just finding?
We are not going to go over the entire thing again. Mainly, she's a gigantic whore and took way too many dicks in all of her holes. And we finished it off there. And that sounds weird when I say we finished it off. But we finished it right there at the end where we found out that she got pregnant from one of the 1,000 guys. And apparently she's not pregnant anymore. Even though she really wants to be a good mom someday. I don't know exactly how that works out, but it's not working out. The math ain't mathing, as they say.
Can I just call something out here right now? Like, Cass, where you been, brother? Like you disappeared for a while, and now you come back. You got a newsboy cap on. You look like you're ready to become like an impressionist painter or something. Like you're in artistic mode. Where you been? What's new with the Kaz man?
Well, listen, I mean, that's the whole thing for my own show, but like that's just a tease. But like, I've been dealing with some stuff. It's okay, but you know, and sometimes you got to prioritize stuff. If you got personal stuff you got to deal with, sometimes you got to do that. And I'm sorry, I apologize to my legions of fans, and that I haven't been able to provide as I would usually do. But you know, it's I've been dealing with some personal stuff, but I will address it all on my show. And so, you know, check out Tosspot Radio.
Yes, everybody check out Tosspot Radio. When's the last time you did an episode there?
Listen, details are not important, and time is just a concept, you know.
Time is a flat circle.
Conceptualizing? Is that what we're doing now? I like it. I love it.
Hey, I'm here to bring you a good show. Come on.
Right on. Gay Guitar Guy. Check this guy out. Everybody should be more like Gay Guitar Guy. We do appreciate the hell out of that, sir. Gay Guitar Guy gifting 5 BYB Podcast memberships. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, sir. We are on the drive towards 200. I think we're like 180 right now, 175.
The March is over. The March drive is over.
April is membership month. April is membership month around here. Yes, absolutely.
April showering us with memberships, indeed. So we can Mayflower ships, or we're developing, and we'll figure it out. We're trying to put
best pen on it.
Can I ask Kaz one more question?
You can ask Kaz a lot more questions. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So welcome back, Kaz. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Friday night is normally the night of Tosspot Radio show, right? Or at least historically, this was the night that you owned by your millions, your legion of fans that are chanting, "We want Kaz. We want Kaz. We want
Absolutely."
Kaz." So when are you going to give the fans what they want, Toss? They've been waiting for you, the triumphant return.
Both of them.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, that's an excellent question. And the thing is, it was one of those, I was 50-50, but I was going to do anything tonight, but I thought, if I'm going to do anything, and I didn't quite feel up to doing my own show, you know, so I thought I'd like knock the quality level down a bit and just go with Quadfather and just like give him the old Tosspot boost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kazzy's giving me the boost, folks. The booster. We appreciate that, man. Anytime we can get a Kaz sighting on the BYB to help pump up our numbers, we'll take it.
Beautiful.
I mess about, but I do like. Well, I can't say I like him, but I accept him. You know what I mean? It's all right.
Right. Yeah, that's why you're out there making diss tracks on me and BYB, right? We played it on Wednesday. We know about it.
Everyone knows about it. It's it's
everyone knows about it. All 28 people who have watched it. The lesions, as you call them. Where do you have lesions right now? Do you have lots of lesions? The lesions of Kaz fans?
We did the joke. You don't need to hammer it home. People picked it up.
Well, I got to make sure people understood the difference from what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, my fans are a little bit more sort of like, they pick up on nuances.
AIDS, they're like AIDS. We get it. Got it.
Kaz is the Eminem of British council housing, I've heard. Like he's dropping bars left and right. He goes, Where are you now? Are you in Sheffield? Where are you at in UK? I always forget this, Kaz.
I'd rather not say because I've
Birmingham.
It's come out. People do know, and I'm sure it will get fucking flagged up. Everyone will say it in chat now. But I'm between a couple of places. Rock and
a hard place.
You're the Ray DeVito of the UK. Crowd surfing or couch surfing.
All right. Okay, so Rachel's trying to bump up your numbers on your diss tracks. So she said she watched it twice. So if 28 people watched it and I watched it twice, all right. Well, there's 20 other people. All right, let's play your little diss track and see what we got.
Yeah. What I heard that little podcast. Backyard boys. What were closet lads and Play-O twinks already taken? Let's go. Your wits cares, and I'm back on the mic. Quad's in the chair, but he's not riding right. Call it backyard boys, that's your big claim. Sounds like a channel for dudes who role play shame. Gayest name since Fashion Bros Deluxe. Should have called it wheelchair cucks. You talk over guests like it's some kind of bit, but we tuned in for them, not your incel spit. I got a super tip for you, Quad, you super whip. Got another for the ladies, your Quad's dick stays limp. You're the host, but you don't host a thing. Just a sad little man with a Burger King ring.
What the fuck, man? Why did you go so low on me? Cuck? You called me a cuck and I roll over people and I can't
What is
get
a Burger King ring? Can you?
The Burger King ring reference.
That's the thing that threw me off in that rap.
Show me rings. Show me rings on your fingers.
I don't have any rings on my finger.
No, in that case,
not a gay.
Mixed up with
another.
No, I can't do it.
I could have seen like a Cracker Jack ring. That might be something like us in the US would say, like, oh yeah, you get like a cheap ring or something. Like that, but
I love onion rings. Don't get me wrong. Onion rings are wonderful, but yeah, I don't really understand that reference, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, I mean, sometimes my producers, they kind of, maybe they don't quite get things spot on, but much respect.
Oh, you're blaming your the
beat was solid, the flow was good. Kaz, don't get it wrong. Just because there was some whack lyrics in there. You did.
No, Shane M is on the opposite of you, Dan. Shane M says the lyrics are good, the voice and the flow not so much.
I thought he had good flow. I was feeling it. It was it was a little low key. I like a little bit. I like a little speed up a little bit. So maybe if you could, work on spitting rhymes a little quicker, Kaz, that might take you to the next level. But I think you got potential.
I'll go a different direction. The production was good. The song sucked. Quad?
I'm just not happy about any of it, honestly. This guy trying to come out and diss me makes me want to come up with my own thing.
Well, let's hear it, because you know what? And if we were to hear one from you straight off the dome, I would absolutely come back at one without any need for production, nothing. I'll just hit a beat and just let it go, get it going.
Kaz, do you have like a notepad where you like scratch down rhymes, like when you're at the coffee shop? Like you always thinking about like what the next diss track is going to be. Like you live this game, right? I mean, this is who you are.
Not a flop. I could do it all day.
Yeah, no, I'm not a rapper, man, but I mean, when Kaz don't have hair when he starts to twitch, then I don't know. I'm not doing this, dude. I'm not a rapper. I hate rap. Everybody knows this. It's my least favorite thing. and I'm not going to do it. But if you want to try to like rip me apart right now, live on the show, you're more than welcome to. I'll open up and allow you, if you want to go for it, you can just diss the shit out of me live on air now. Do you need music? I don't have any.
That's all right. It's all right. Let's just see how the show goes. We'll see if we start flailing a bit. I'll.
Well, we won't start flailing, but if you start flailing, we'll allow you to go a different route. But gay guitar member for 1 month. Imagine being born and this is your mom. Poor kid. Yes. Back to the Lily Phillips thing. Yes, I cannot imagine that being your mom. That is very embarrassing. Can you imagine going out in public anywhere and everybody knows that your mom has banged thousands of dudes? Not good.
Never
you know
stand
that
to be
joke,
poked
your
whole
mom.
life.
You know those your mom jokes? God, I mean, they're really relevant when your mom is Lily Phillips. Am I right?
Those will trigger you.
Your mom.
What about her?
But whatever. Her kid, if it's a boy, will grow up tough as fuck because he's gonna have to fight every dude that makes a mom joke. That's a lot of fighting. Crew Joe.
What? Learn to talk, mate. No, what have we been covering so far?
We covered Lily Phillips. We covered Mr. Kill Everything. We covered Chad Zumock. We're just about to get into Opie and Anthony next.
Oh, nice one.
I'm gonna, and I know that you're O&A forums guy as well.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm one of the guys. They're my guys. Yeah.
Yes. So you guys should know every little insight that we could possibly pull up on all of this stuff. So I have a feeling when we start rolling with the O&A shit, it's going to start popping off. You're going to have so many references and jokes. I'm excited to hear them, Kaz. Crew Jones, $2. Kaz, do you like bean dip?
And you, but I'll still win.
Kaz, do you like bean dip?
Do I like what? Sorry.
Bean dip.
Bean dip. I know what those words mean, but I've never used them together.
All right. So English people don't eat bean dip. It's probably like a Mexican thing for the most part. So it's a Mexican American, as Cheech would say. But Chong would say, beaners love to hang out in gangs and eat beans and stuff. No.
Mexican American.
Cash, you got a very pensive look to you tonight.
Was that going anywhere, or was that just it?
No, it's just a reference. If you're old as me and Yingwei are, then you'll know Cheech and Chong, man. Up in Smoke, one of the greatest movies of all time. His name's Ralph. I don't know. How many references in that movie?
Many.
Down
That was
picking grapefruit with the Wilson kids, or who? What kids? Down there picking fruit with the what damn kids? I don't know. That was a funny scene from there when he's getting kicked out by his dad, Tommy Chong. Don't recall that, huh?
Exactly.
No, I don't.
I'm more of a half-baked guy myself.
Sorry, Quad or Honk. I don't remember that part either.
Yeah. Oh no, you don't remember that was at the beginning of it. He takes off in the Volkswagen. It's got the Rolls Royce grill on the front. His dad was telling him to get a job. You don't remember that from the movie? Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and then, yeah, they're cruising down the
many
street.
years.
La migra. That's right. Oh yeah. What he had some pregnant ladies pissed. He's gonna fuck with his probation officer. That's right. I remember all that. Then he took a drink of it on accident.
He had lewds in the Volkswagen, right? That's what I always remember from that movie. Gotta have he had the good lewds. Love the lewds.
Yeah, watch
all
that
right,
movie
let's
tonight.
get into this, guys.
Yeah, let's get into
Let's,
this.
let's get into some Opie and Anthony. And there's so much that's been going on, obviously, with Anthony getting in his new job. All the E-Rock coming out, and he has the entire archive of all that stuff, and whatever. Opie's been putting that shit up for a long time. It's kind of funny. I showed all that like a week and a half ago. I was showing like Opie Radio's oldest videos on his YouTube channel. And it goes all the way back to like when Jimmy was bowling down the hallway and those guys were like out on the street doing goofy shit. Opie and Anthony out on the street doing goofy shit. So he has had a record of having that stuff put up on his podcast. We'll look at his channel here in a minute. That's probably actually a good idea. I had never considered that, just pulling that up and taking a peek at it. But before we do, we got a couple more super tips.
If you love your dick, avoid holes that may possibly contain poop. Poop is gross. It stinks and can cause an infection. I'm Roachy, and I approve this message.
I kind of agree with that. I've never been an anal fan.
It's good advice. It's just good advice in general, I think.
Yeah. Exactly. Here we got another one.
Send Terms McGurk the link.
Terms McGurk, is it?
Send Terms McGurk the link.
Did that one just play twice on its own? Let's hear that again.
Send Terms McGurk the link.
Goddamn thing is haunted.
They played twice on its own the one time. That's fucking weird. I haven't had that before. Thank you, Gay Guitar Guy. Thank you, G-Rob. Those are hilarious. We love the voice tips, folks. Bring them. Keep them coming. Speaking of Terms McGurk, Terms McGurk, $5. Thank you, sir. Hey guys, Tosspot Radio will be live next week with our new host, Kaz AI.
Listen, there's going to be he's disappointed because I've given you the talent. He's lost out on the shine. He's so he's trying to get better and use all he can is his corporate, technicalities to try to replace me, but he can't replace me. It's impossible.
So he's lost the talent and the shine. I see.
He's a corporate cuck, right, Kaz? That Terms McGurk.
He's a bean counting ballfest, and I don't deal with that. He doesn't deal with the creative side of things, and neither should he. He needs to cool his jets.
Yeah, you're the real talent.
Kaz, what would you call that hat that you're wearing? What kind of hat is that? Is that a beret? Is that a riding cap?
That's a riding cap.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Well, it's not raspberry, but it is a beret, right?
I don't know. It's something to hide my fucking hair because I was busy and fucking sorted myself out.
It kind of looks like Peaky Blinders on heroin.
Is fucking looking for stuff. So I just put something. It goes kind of stylish. Look, there's some brown there, some brown there. It kind of there's a bit of brown somewhere around there.
Where did you get those headphones at? Walmart?
Yes. No. Look, they're shit. I know they're shit, but they're not actually as shit as you think. They're probably more shit, but they kind of work.
They kind of work. Hey, that's all it takes in this biz is kind of working. Indeed. Thank you, Turbs McGurk, owner and operator of Tosspot Radio.
Listen, don't get yourself subpoenaed in a lawsuit. This is,
watch it now, Kaz.
What? I'm just following the rules that I've been told to live by. Flat Cat, member for 14 months. I can't believe it's been 14 months. I can't believe it's been 14 months.
That's 14 months of Flat Cat's life.
Yeah.
Yes.
He seems very content. That's for sure.
Thank you very much for being here the entire 14 months because that's all we've been having memberships for. So she's been here since pretty much day one. Good on you, Flat Cat, for not missing a thing. We appreciate you being along on the journey with us. But not only that, Flat Cat has been awesome to me. Other than just on the show, she sends me magnets.
She makes
stickers,
she makes a
blouse.
I was going to say the blouse. That is a killer blouse. The Flat Cat.
I can't thank her enough. It's very cool to get stuff sent to you in the mail. I even got a Christmas card. It's still on my fucking it's still on my fridge. Did any
Christmas
of you
is
get
coming.
a Christmas card from Flat Cat? I didn't think
Flat
so.
Cat seems like the kind of gal who'd like bake you chocolate chip cookies and send them to you in like a Tupperware thing and with
Yeah,
like a nice
exactly
little
the kind of
note like,
person
"Hey
she
Quad,
is.
how's things? Here's some cookies."
Right.
Who's that kind
I
of
was
gal?
surprised I didn't get my fruit cake.
Who's that?
Well, look,
You
look at the
did, but it
mirror.
was but you got rid of them. It was that little dude, Granny.
Fruity dude.
That little
There
dude.
you go. That's two Granny references in one day, Hawk. Do we have issues with Granny?
I don't know,
You
man.
said
What
he
is
looked
going
like
on? Was that coincidental or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said he was like the guy at the end of the line for the 50 guy anal gangbang.
It was just his size, man. It was a little dude.
Oh, okay. Little dude that just wants anal gangbang.
He doesn't want to be seen for it.
Misfit, member for 8 months. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Misfit,
Guys, can you
we
move your
appreciate it,
microphone
sir.
around a little bit more, please? Like you're not fidgeted enough for me.
Pull it back as
Did
far
you-
as you can and not let go of it. See what happens.
It's like you can't get it
Yeah, have
exactly
you
right. He
tightened-
keeps moving it.
Have you tightened your microphone? Have you made sure it's tight enough? Twist the knobs like old April would do fucking 1,000 times a day. Misfit says
the fader. Oh, wait a minute. The fader is down, so it's not like you can hear me jiggling it.
we can hear you fine. Hi, Kaz. Big fan. When can we expect your overdose?
We are taking bets, but no, I'm actually doing quite well with that with regards to that stuff. But we're not getting into that tonight. This is a fun show. We're talking about some other stuff. You know,
You don't seem like you're on it right now, so that's a good start.
Do you
I
have
can
one of those
barely
like
contain myself.
Narcan things or the adrenaline
Yeah,
shot like right next to your desk? Do you have one of those or no?
listen,
In case of emergency,
I've got
break
plenty of
that.
those. I don't need them. It's fine.
I think it would be way cooler if he had that fucking needle from Pulp Fiction, like and
That's what I
a
was
friend
thinking.
around, like like mark. on
Don't
your
you
chest
fucking
where
die
the
on me,
heart
Kaz!
is with a fucking Sharpie, make a Sharpie dot on your chest, and then stab you in the fucking heart with a fucking what was it? An adrenaline shot, something like that.
It's not even real, but it was
Whoa,
good.
that
It
was
good
trippy.
for the sake of the movie.
Hey, we love anytime Quentin Tarantino comes up with some way overdone bit. It's cool. Chris, member for 10 months. Thank you, Chris. Astro, I was gonna say. I came for the Kaz and will stay for the Kaz. There you go, folks.
There you go.
Big
Told you,
draw.
get that Tosspot bump. Do you know what? If I haven't actually bothered retweeting on doing this because
Don't worry about it, man.
whatever. But like, I could give you that Tosspot bump if you want.
Oh, what? I don't do heroin, man. We're good.
No,
I think
don't
he
need
was
a
talking
bump.
about a different kind of bump, but watch out.
Can we get Kaz to go to Quadcon?
That's up to Kaz. Do you think
Want to come
you
to
could make
come to
it out
Reno,
to-
Kaz?
Well, I mean, I might do Tosspot Con, but I'd do it first. So, like, just in case.
That's
people
not
haven't
what
got
we
it,
just
I'm gonna
asked you.
go to
What are you
into mine
doing?
first.
Why are you trying to step on my fucking event, you prick?
No, I said I'll do it first. Like, I'm not.
Oh,
stepping on
first.
it.
Okay,
Then
fair.
he'll jet to the next thing.
I take it back what I was saying about you. Yes, everybody needs to come to QuadCon next March. Whenever CatalanoCon is happening, we're going to do that exact same weekend to take over the world of quads and cons.
If you're coming to
Con.
stay, make sure you brought by cancelable tickets in case Joey changes his date. Saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
All kidding
we're gonna
aside, though,
have,
we could really do QuadCon. Like we could blow doors off at QuadCon. I'm not even kidding, man. Like we
I
could make this
agree.
thing happen.
No,
It was
Reno's
it
a
was
perfect city
half-assed
to
joke.
do it.
I wasn't being very serious about it. I was just fucking with dumb Joey C. I was just gonna fuck with him, and then everybody was like, "Yeah, QuadCon, Reno, awesome!" And it was like, "Oh shit, we're gonna do this now, aren't we?"
You can't do any worse than Chad in terms of planning. So like you,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
bar
can I
is very
do-
low on
if it-
planning.
No, they
It's
got
gonna
so
be a
many
banger.
convention They got convention rooms left, right, center over there at Reno. So easy doing a good show in Reno. Should be a blast. Beloved chatter, $5. British junkies are notoriously resilient. Americans are weak. Kaz will be fine, probably.
Do you know, it's funny you say that. It's what did that nurse call me? It wasn't resilient. It was kind of rugged.
She called you faggot, I would assume.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I mean, look, this was before
Squatter.
we were flirting.
That was the end of the story.
Well, we'll talk to you later there, Kaz.
Okay. Yeah. If you remember the rest of that later, that's fine. We can pick it back up where you left off. That's cool.
Story.
Fuck, it was like one of us doing the story there, Ingwe. What now?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I went to bed.
Yeah.
Tracy, $2. What are the Reno deets? Date and exact location. That's a very good question, Tracy. We're not even up to speed on that yet. But let me promise you, we have like a year to plan it. So we will get you all of that information as soon as we have it, which I guess is important in the end.
Now I want to do like a stupid con up in Foxwoods or something, or like Mohegan Sun, maybe somewhere up in the New England area. For
Foxwoods is a perfect place to have a stupid con. I think
wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be perfect?
Either that or the MGM in Springfield. I think that might.
That would be another good one to do it. Now I got to think about. Now I got to plan this out, but. Yeah, we will. Yeah, if everybody has their own con, this will be the best at every shitty casino you can think of.
Yeah, no, Tracy, exactly. That was the first thought in my mind was the Silver Legacy. I do like it there, absolutely. That is a good thought. Mason in Portland, my co-pilot. Can we hire a Joey C lookalike for Quadcon to slap around? Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of like little midget. How about a midget Italian? There's probably lots of them.
In one of those blue fucking velour suits.
Just put him in a
little midget that looks like Joey C, like a little mini Joey C. That would be hilarious.
And just refer to him as Joey C for the whole weekend.
Yeah, that would be great. It's done. Consider it done. You can get a lot of fucking midgets in Reno.
Oh my god, that would be fucking fantastic.
I see Deb in the chat trying to steal my ideas. That's not happening, Deb. You're not taking my shit away from me. Yeah. We're doing our thing. You quit trying to devil con and Danamania.
We've got just about all the casinos in the country covered at this point, so you better hurry if you're gonna do it.
That's right. You don't want to miss out, folks. Oh, hey, that's actually not dumb at all, sir. Just hired Joey's kid, same person, Dominic. Dominic kid. But he's a Scientologist. I don't really want Scientologist at my event.
No, the midget would be much funnier, too. Come on now.
Yeah. And I don't think they allow this into Scientology, so I think we're in pretty good shape.
We're trying to get Spider Alamar out there, too. That's the other one.
Even if the midget's black, it'll be cool. Joey's black on occasion.
In fact, that would be even better.
And we do not need Christina C to come because we don't need. There's plenty of prostitutes in Reno already, so we don't need her there.
It's crawling with
nothing. I got nothing on that one. Fuck that. Renderfest. I see everybody's trying to steal my ideas.
Revfest.
Yeah, Revfest. All right. Speaking of which, that is actually one of the first things we're going to get into. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Sorry for the delay, but we were just fucking around and reading super chats. But yeah, if you look at Opie Radio, I just wanted to see when it got started. Let's see. Oops, I clicked on the wrong thing. No, that's right. Yeah, that. Let's see. There's got to be a date on this thing. January, so 2009. So yeah, this is a 16-year-old. So yeah, he started it quite a while ago. I guess he was already they were already working for Sirius XM by this point, correct? 4,500 videos, dude. Jesus.
And those are that's a legit 148,000 subscribers. He's never purchased subscribers, never inflated his numbers whatsoever. It's all legit. It's all real. Not once.
It's all real.
Never. It's all
pretty
legit.
low, considering his supposed fame on SXM, Sirius XM. That's not exactly a high number.
That's true. That's a good take, Kaz.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I just state facts. Sometimes I do jokes. Sometimes I just do facts. Sometimes I mix both.
Can you tell us before you do either one what
Sometimes
you're about
you feel like
to
a
do
nut,
so we
sometimes you
know
don't.
to have the correct reaction to it?
You go, you know.
How about you just let us know when you're about to do a joke? Then we'll know.
You know what I love about Kaz the most? He's a true creative. Like, just look at him. He looks like a creative person.
Yes.
Someone who always ups his game when he joins whatever he's doing, whether it's art.
Is creative another word for retarded? Because I'll agree with that.
He looks like Van Gogh with mumps.
I've discussed this before. I don't think in the usual words and ways of thinking. I think in concepts. Okay. So some might say that's retarded. Some might say it's creative.
He's like Picasso meets Ali G. You know, it's just he's a genius ahead of his time.
Yeah.
He's like Corky meets Urkel. I mean,
yes.
Well, I mean, some people get it, some people don't. I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. You got it, buddy. All right. Jesus, he just uploaded something he has to have someone working for him, right? Because he's claiming he's putting in all this work. But yeah, you see these videos are like 6 hours ago, 10 hours ago, 13 hours ago, 14 hours ago. Do you think that Opie himself is sitting, Greg Opie Hughes, the great Greg Opie Hughes, do you think he's sitting around cutting like stuff from fucking 30 years ago and putting it up? Is that a possibility?
Not the one I've seen those videos.
I guess I should throw it to someone. Kaz.
Well, I think it's possible, but it's unlikely. I think he's got somebody who's probably a fan who's probably willing to do a little bit of like editing and throwing some stuff up for him, and they probably do it for
free, right?
Good answer, Kaz.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
They do it for fuck all because they're just pleased to see Opie, you know, like because they're an old fan. That's my assumption.
Now, I would not have Kaz on my show as like an expert co-host or guest, but on O&A stuff, Kaz knows his shit, man. That's not even a joke. It's the real. All right, I just wanted to click on like his oldest videos, and I showed this like a week and a half ago. But yeah, I mean, he does. He's got Jim Norton famously getting in trouble for bowling the bowling ball into his boss's office. These dudes just hanging out and doing oddball stuff.
So, by the way, can I just interrupt, Quad? So the Real Rock TV stuff that you're hovering over, like the old school, like shock jock. That's where I grew up. That's when I first got attached to Opie and Anthony. That was when they were in Boston. So that was back in like the early '90s. They did this like
WAAF. Is that what it was?
WAAF, the only station that really rocks, no longer in existence, but it was the preeminent rock station. They were the shock jocks on that station, and they used to do basically like a public access show called Real Rock TV. I think it was almost like every Saturday or Friday night or something, and they do all these like wacky skits. You know, if you watch it, doesn't really age all that well. But back in the '90s, like it was kind of funny little skits that they would do. So this is probably Opie at his best, to be honest.
No, Dan was
because
the bra bombing. I don't know if you're aware of that. I don't know if you're covering that, but that's what really got Dan when he heard them bra bombing a rival TV station. That's what got Dan hooked.
Thanks, Kaz. That's you were absolutely right. That's actually, it was the Sex for Sam that really got me hooked. I don't know if you know that whole story of.
But that was New York, so that was later.
That was a little later, yes, but that was good too.
Is it like Gavin McGinnis getting his producer laid? Rat, is it? And then the Proud Boys came of it. What came of getting Sam pussy? Probably not
So
something that big, right?
Well, I can
Not
tell you
quite.
about Sex for Sam if you want. For those who don't know, because there might be some people who don't know. I mean, they did a competition where they'd have people and they could earn points and win some stuff, and they'd go around various landmarks in New York, basically, and have
So pretty much what he's still doing to this day.
So they had somebody having sex at St. Patrick's Cathedral, and you get points for having sex in public places.
End of the bit and what?
Oh,
what
right,
the,
right.
The thing was, which eventually, the kind of what happened was allegedly some people had sex in the ass, which is a 2-point conversion in St. Pat's Cathedral, and what was it? Paul Mercurio was there, and he was there, and he gave the security guards some shit. They probably could have got away with it if they'd have just left and just said, all right, bye. But he started sort of, and he was almost giving some religious stuff, saying, where's your God now? Blah, blah, blah. And giving all that stuff. And they got arrested for disorderly behavior, and it kind of caused a big problem. And that's what caused O&A to be off the air for a couple of years. And because they were doing well, they had a kind of, they kept them on contract.
Kaz, can you tell us why Opie and Anthony were thrown off of Boston radio? It actually happened. The anniversary of it was just recently.
April Fool's Day, right?
Boston radio, them getting thrown off Boston radio, correct me if I'm wrong, was for the mayor prank for saying Mayor Menino.
They announced
that the mayor died in a car accident on April Fool's Day. And his wife his wife heard it on the radio that he had died. So like his whole family thought he actually got in a car accident and died. And then they were unceremoniously thrown off of although there's theories that they were trying to get thrown off.
The way Opie tells it is they pretty much took him to like the highway patrol, and like cops took him to the edge of town and were like, all right, go and never come back. You are not welcome in Boston ever again. Is that kind of how you heard it?
Well, not exactly, but it was pretty controversial. Like they were on like the nightly news, like it was a big scandal. This is back before the internet too, like before the internet really took off. So like people would get news from the radio. Like you'd be listening to the radio and somebody would be breaking news, you'd break in, and people thought that the mayor might actually be dead because they played it completely seriously. Like they didn't make it seem like it was a joke, and they were all like really like, you know, kind of somber, and it's like really sad news. The mayor, you know, got in a car accident, passed away, and they had it going for the whole afternoon. And people, I mean, I think the real people that were listening knew it was a prank, but
what I've heard is
it was very easy
they endeavored to try to make it more and more ridiculous, like saying he was caught with a rent boy and stuff and all sorts of things. But what happened is their boss, was it Bruce Whitman, I think, but like their boss said like no, just drop it, stop doing it. So part of what might have saved them of them sort of taking it to sort of hyperbole and ridiculousness, they couldn't do because they were told to just shut up and stop saying it. And there were a couple of calls, because I've listened to the show, and there were a couple of calls of people going, oh, is this true, is this, you know? So it was believed, as Dan stated, this was a time when people did get the news from the radio and stuff. So, but they didn't get.
And this was still when like shock jock stuff was like still like in favor. Like now, a lot of this stuff seems really, really dated. But like radio guys were like the bad boys of entertainment back then. So like a lot of this stuff is just it's hard to really describe kind of to people now that it's like, yeah, this is not really
I'm old as fuck. I totally get it. But yeah, to explain it to a 25-year-old, it's a little different. Anyone younger than probably mid-30s, I would say, is minimum, right?
They also had an Opie and Anthony album that they put out that had prank calls, which I think in hindsight, they weren't even really prank calls, but they would call up like a sporting goods store, and Anthony would say, he'd call up and it's like, okay, sporting goods, butt plug, and he would just keep saying, or there was cock ring. The person on the other end, like, what'd you say?
I mean, if you was going to play one, that's not a long one, and it's sort of it's quite a good one to play. if you had some show notes or you was going to do that. Is it because it's not a long one and it kind of demonstrates?
Yeah, maybe some other show we could. If you guys wanted to come on and do like some like a Opie down the rabbit hole of Opie shit, that would actually be a pretty good show. I think I did one, like I said, like a week and a half ago or so. And I enjoyed just sitting down by myself, just kind of looking through the stuff. But yeah, it might be fun to do like a revisit the old Opie crap and go down memory lane with you guys, people that are like knowledgeable. I'm not really that knowledgeable from those days at all. So it would be cool to talk to
Bob and Tom guy.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I'm West Coast, baby.
BWRUN beer run. I used to love that.
That's right. Salmon, the other pink meat. Donnie Baker. Donnie Baker, dude, that guy's fucking hilarious. And Larry the Cable Guy on Bob and Tom. That was a lot of fun to listen to. But yeah, I listened to Stern a little bit, maybe around the turn of the century. But that was about it. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I got totally lost there. All right, let's move on to the topics we came here for, which was more modern stuff of Opie and recent shit. And of course, the back and forth with Opie and Anthony as of late, which I think is more what people are into right now. But yeah, like I said, we could do a whole fucking show about the old times. But indeed, yeah, it's really interesting to see if we can get this motherfucker into the Dabbleverse, and I'm talking about Opie. Getting Opie into the Dabbleverse would be very interesting. He's got a few offers right now. Of course, B-Dabbler, Cardiff, all those guys have been trying to get him in, and I obviously Corndiff. We famously can remember Cardiff and Corndiff and all those guys jumping on the show with him, and he said he really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that they did. Yeah, the vegetables. They jumped on.
That's more of Opie's speed, is talking fruits and vegetables. That's really
yes, correct.
That's more his style.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. No, I have to read this. Spider-Bee. I hate white supremacists, but I do like Quad. I respectfully disagree with Quad Father. And hopefully he won't block me so we can have some disagreements and maybe some debates or none of that. I don't know. Yeah. Why? Why you got to be saying that, man? It's funny. No, making racial jokes doesn't necessarily make me a piece of shit, does it? Come on now. All right, let's play this. Opie considers
racist jokes have nothing to do with that.
All right, let's hear it. I forget who is this. Mossy Clips. I don't know. He doesn't have very many subscribers. Whenever I find one of these clippers that just clips a few things, I always subscribe to them just so I can see what they got. So sometimes you'll catch an interesting thing you had no idea. You know what I mean? That was out there. So keep an eye on all these clippers. Good stuff.
Take Kevin Brennan's $1,000 up front, then swerve him and just be super complimentary about Anthony the whole way through. A virtual cake stomp on KB's cake. Oh, damn. Yeah, I guess there's an offer out there to go on Kevin Brennan's show. I think $1,000 a week. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you. It's nice. And then we get to beat up on Anthony. And I might have to do that because Anthony just can't keep his stupid mouth shut as he goes on all these other garbage shows. Might have to just do that. We're thinking about it. Garrett.
Yeah. So anyway, there's been a few offers. Like I said, we see another offer here very shortly. But yeah, like to see him to go on to Kevin Brennan's show, who has been doing a lot of back and forth with Anthony as of late. It would be awesome to see that ramped up. Beloved chatter, this exposes how incredibly stupid Opie is. $1,000 a week to do what he's doing already isn't enough, so chooses nothing. Fucking moron. Let me read that again. This exposes exactly.
I don't know where he gets the 1K.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. But yeah, so beloved chatter, the only thing I can imagine is like, yeah, obviously he wants to get paid for doing what he does. So that would be like 52 grand a year doing one show a week. Obviously he's not making anywhere near that to do what he's doing right now. So yeah, it would benefit him to do one show a week with Kevin Brennan, but I don't think it comes down to the money, right? He wants to put content up on his own channel, and I have no idea. It doesn't really make sense to go do Kevin's show unless he wants the money. But I mean, we all want it to happen just because we want to see Opie and Kevin Brennan to see how that relationship would last. Also, everyone else on Kevin's show is getting boring and used up. So yeah, it would be awesome to see Opie on there and possibly a fallout in time.
Yeah, I couldn't
also
see it
to see them go after Anthony and vice versa. Anthony going after Kevin Brennan and Opie on one show, big target.
I couldn't see it lasting. I mean, it's going to blow up, but that could be good content. You know, it's never going to last, I don't think. Although you never know. You never know. Stranger dynamics have happened where people who you'd think would clash might just fucking start shouting at everyone in unison. I don't know.
Burning Bridges is the name of the show. MLC is Burning Bridges, and yes, Kevin Brennan loves to burn bridges. So indeed, it would probably not take very long where two egos like that. But then again, you look at Chadley. Somehow, some way, Chadley's been hanging on. He hasn't got shit canned or fucked up to the point where he's gotten kicked off yet. So there you go. No one can understand.
It would be an interesting dynamic.
He knows
if it's just one show, you know, it'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see if they could make it work. Because also, you know, Kevin doesn't really hold back, so he's going to let things go. But you know, or not let things go. He's going to like push things forward. But Opie isn't one to take criticism well, so it's going to explode somehow. In my opinion. Just let me hang out there and die, you bastard.
What language is Kaz speaking? I don't know. I'm just reading all these things about your audio.
Look, sort it out. Okay, look, I know we're doing this live. Let's do it live. Okay, that's all right. Let's sort it out. There you go. How we go? Is that better? Thank you.
That's pretty good. So anyway, Anthony, Base Phil, if you haven't been here, we've covered this. Yeah, he's a newsie, and not an Uzi, a newsie. There you go. So Anthony posted this on Twitter about this entire back and forth. Kaz, have you had a chance to talk about the fact that Eric Nagel came out and said that he has the entire O&A archive, all time, all of it, all together?
Well, I was aware of that, and it's interesting because I guess nobody has made a legal challenge against him, and he just kind of gathered it as he was working at the various radio stations. And I think most people were aware that he was, you know, accumulating it and gathering it. But how that stands him legally, I just don't think the actual copyright owners care, and I think that's why.
No, that is pretty much what we've got to. Nobody else gave a fuck, so he kept it. But he did seem like he did it a little shisty, but whatever. That's
of course, yeah, he definitely did. There was. I remember there was a case of where Opie was like upset that he lost a picture, a certain like a personal picture or something, and Eric came out and was like, "Oh, I might have that for you." And obviously what that meant is he downloaded all the pictures from Opie's phone and he had them in a folder somewhere. And he kind of tried to obfuscate and deny it, but it was very obvious. And yeah, so he'd been doing that kind of on the sneaky kind of side. He'd been doing that for a while.
Yeah, for sure. The entire time. Anthony Cumia put this out on X. The Opster is bitching that Eric Nagel is holding back Opie and Anthony archives from him, yet Opie has been posting and monetizing decades of Opie and Anthony material without even a hint that he would share the proceeds with anyone else involved with the show. Every single video on his channel that has gotten more than he even the most modest numbers of views have been Opie and Anthony shows, videos, clips. Technically, he's not even legally allowed to make money off of what amounts to CBS Radio and Sirius XM intellectual property. Jimmy never has. We moved on. I've never seen a thin dime from Opie using Opie and Anthony archives on his various social media accounts. Neither has Jimmy or E-Rock or Travis or Sam or anyone else associated with the show. So why on earth would anyone eager to give him even more of other people's talent and hard work to capitalize off of without regard to the other people who contributed to that material? In many cases, contributing more than he ever did. I think we know what that means. Anthony's pretty much saying, I'm the talent, motherfucker. Why are you stealing my stuff, you piece of shit? Which he's been yelling lately.
I don't know if anyone's making any money off it. I know there were certain.
No, because we were just looking at the fucking channel, and the dude is not. He's got a few of these things that are wrapped up in like a membership thing, as we saw. The videos here. So some of the oldest ones, I tried to click on one, and you could see like that one's members only. So I guess he's like making memberships, but you know what I mean? To see like Bobby Kelly. But for the most part, they're not really monetized, I guess. He's on a monetized channel. He's holding up a $1 bill. That's not good. He's monetized, literally monetized.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think there's like big money in it, but obviously I can see why people are pissed off when it's their content. But then even if it wouldn't actually technically be the like Opie or Anthony's content. I don't think, even though
a lot of that is. What are you talking about? This is all.
Well, no, what I mean is it'd be like CBS or like XM's content.
Oh, yeah. No, I still get Anthony's point, though. Like, if they are going to use it and put it out there, then if Opie's the only guy putting it out there and clipping it and using it, then whatever. The other dudes aren't doing it, I think, is mostly his point. No one else except for you, Opie, is trying to make bucks off of it. But yeah, of course, we had shots fired back. But I mean, I get what he's saying, and whatever. The dude's not getting views, so it doesn't. At the end of the day, it is kind of a mute point because Opie's not making a fucking penny off his channel. It's a dud, and totally, like to Dan's point, totally didn't buy subscribers. Totally didn't buy all of that stuff. 150 fucking thousand, almost.
I think that could be a legit number, to be fair, because he did obviously have a famous radio show at some point, but people are just neglecting it. It's like I know a lot of people say from the forums or whatever, and oh god, Rachel, I'm gonna fucking never mind. Right, like I know people from the forums who have obviously followed and subscribed to OP for a long time, and now they just don't bother watching. So I can believe that he's got that subscriber number, yet people aren't interested anymore.
Yeah, I mean, considering that his channel is 16 years old, he probably got the subscribers back when he started it. And obviously, nobody stuck with him. There you go. Especially after some of the shit we're going to watch today with the fallout between like him and Jimmy. And obviously, him and Ant had already fallen out by that point. But yeah, that whole video resurfaced recently. Jimmy versus Opie. Very interesting. We'll be watching that coming up shortly. We got these two responses. This is Opie shooting back at Anthony for the entire, I'm making money off of the video stuff. Let's hear what he has to say.
Pay Ant and Jim their share of the YouTube revenue you made. Are you high? Get the F out of here. You know that... So I started a YouTube channel back in the day when YouTube was becoming very, very, very popular. I'm like, I you know what? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. But I will tell you this much: someone had to do the YouTube channel. It wasn't officially an Opie and Anthony YouTube channel. It was my perspective on what I was seeing every day. I put thousands and thousands of hours into that channel, and there's so much great video from back in the day. Before we started organizing it a little better, it was just me and my stupid camera trying to film stuff from time to time. So if you want to talk about paying somebody, those guys owe me a shit ton of money for my fucking time for putting that whole goddamn channel together. It was a whole.
Well, wait, you guys should pay me for my time for putting it together.
Yeah,
it's in your name. It's your channel. Like, what the
name.
fuck are you talking about?
It's not like he was doing. It's not like it was like XM103 or it's something. It was like he did it as Opie Radio. Or
Opie Radio.
Live,
The fucking
Opie
name of
Live.
the channel is Opie Radio. Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, so it was like he's promoting his personal brand rather than the company brand.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of the times, like, okay, I just wanted to point that out. Yes, Opie's mouth. Yes, he looks like a butthole, but it is kind of funny. A lot of the time when you watch Opie clips, you'll end up pausing it, and he has an open butthole for a mouth constantly. Very unlike Steel Toe, who always has some weird noodly position he's in. Fucking, that's a whole other situation. But yeah, we love Steel Toe for the freeze frames, no doubt about it. He's great. Freeze frame.
Another job. So if they want to talk about that, I will send them a bill. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of my time. And don't even think for a minute that I'm making any type of good money off my YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're aware of that.
Who started that stupid nonsense? Because that's more garbage. It would have been nice. It would have been nice because the show was called Opie and Anthony, and the amount of stuff I had to do behind the scenes with meetings and meeting with bosses and sales people and my agent every time he came in from LA. Anthony couldn't be bothered, and I once called him out. I was like, "What, man? What? I come in and I'm funny." He thought that's all he had to do for the Opie and Anthony show is come in and be funny. And then we would try to have meetings, and this stupid guy would be falling asleep. Then he started falling asleep on the air. He couldn't be bothered with working on a YouTube channel back in the day. All he cared about was hopefully being funny on the radio, spending the time when he was on the radio trying to pick up chicks on Pal Talk, and then going home and drinking himself to sleep every night. Guy came in either drunk or hungover more times than I could count. So
you see, you're pretty much saying he was living the Playboy lifestyle as a single man in New York City, making millions of dollars. What a shocker! Oh my goodness, who would have ever expected that, right?
Absolutely, Studley.
Yeah, look, and yeah. I mean, obviously Anthony had his and probably still does have his issues. As I drop something, that was just perfect timing. Just fucking drop my vape on the floor. Okay.
Oh, I thought you got electrocuted again by your fucking mixer.
I'm fine. But anyway, I've lost my point. But no, the thing is, yeah, Opie moans about Anthony taking time off and that. And to be honest, I don't remember a lot of that. I mean, maybe it happened.
He didn't whine about him taking time off. What are you talking about? Did you just not listen to that clip? No, absolutely. So, yeah, coming in drunk and hungover, that's a huge issue. But didn't want to. All he wanted to do was show up and be funny, and that was his job. Like, what you didn't want him? Can you imagine him doing input with Opie? He probably wouldn't have worked well with him anyway. Like trying to set up a show. Most of Anthony's funny, like he does do a lot of preparation nowadays. But yeah, whatever. It's a lot more political now for Anthony. He's kind of gone that route. Back in the Shock Jock era, it was like, yeah, who's our target today? Let's rip on him, make fun of him, whatever, like that kind of shit. So it was a whole lot different situation.
With Anthony's sort of like racist stuff, there was always like an element of where it could be a joke or it might not be quite so serious. And then there was a point where it kind of took over where it was just like serious and the funny went away. Like the level of like funny to serious points, kind of like it sort of teeter-tottered the wrong way to where you
Yeah,
can't
well, now
even-
he's just full politics, so now it
yeah,
works.
yes. So he couldn't even just sort of like pass it off as a joke. It was just like, okay, no, he's just an angry racist person. And look, whatever you think about race, whatever, I don't even care. That's not even it. But as long as you bring the funny, that's all I care about.
Whoever started that garbage about a dumb YouTube channel could go screw. I will itemize a bill. It's thousands and thousands of dollars those guys owe me for having the vision to go, you know what? I think we should film some of this shit. Oh, it's just annoying. It's annoying all the time.
It's annoying. All right. Your voice.
The other thing is like Opie's affect on his voice. It's annoying. It's like putting a
Well, here, if you read the super chat that's on the screen right now, it is kind of funny. He doesn't answer it, but he gets pissed about it and kicks the guy out. But Bedabbler's coming up. That's the one we were after.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be on the billboard then, because if ass. All right, let me get rid of this guy. You paid me money. I'm not reading your dumb comment, and you're banned. So, there you go. B Dabbler Network. Hi, B Dabbler. How are you? Turn in next Friday morning for the return of Cardiff and Friends featuring Opie right here on Opie Radio. Are we setting up the return of Pookie and the Potato Cardiff Electric on the Opie Radio live stream? That would be amazing.
Wow. See, do we get Opie into the Dabbleverse, folks? I think it's funny because Bedabbler's been in there a few times and done super chats. Like maybe Opie forgot about this, but he's definitely like fucked with him and trolled him with super chats. And to the point where Opie was like, Bedabbler, I thought we were buddies, buddy old pal. Like, what happened to you? Why are you being mean to me now? It's like, huh? What the fuck? It's kind of funny. So he totally forgot about that, and it sounds like he's willing to go on Bedabbler's show. So I do like that.
Look, I like the idea of I think Opie, if he could embrace the Dabbleverse and all that comes with it, I think there's something there. There's something there to maybe be had.
Yeah. So Bedabbler's beloved chatter's point from earlier, which is yes, like he's already just sitting there doing a stupid nothing show. He might as well come hang out with the fucking Dabbleverse and probably make a few bucks while he's at it. Like Kevin Brennan's offer of $50,000 a year, dude. That's like it's something, whatever. It's more than WABC was willing to pay him, and it's more than he had going on fucking the day before. So that is a good way to get back at Anthony and make money and say, hey, see, I'm doing things instead of just waking up in the morning with this not even combing his hair and looking like this. It ain't good. It ain't a good look.
Well, I'm one to say about a good look. I certainly ain't taking the hat off. So there you go. But anyway.
Don't let Rachel get to you. She's just nagging you because she really wants you so much. She wants you so bad. She wants you so bad.
Hi, Tukey. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for sending me that clip. Tukey gave me. I don't really have much O&A material in the end. So Tukey and Cardiff Electric, they sent me a clip. It was Fezzi's birthday very recently, and a lot of people were celebrating, the life of Fez from Ron and Fez. And Tukey and Cardiff Electric sent me the time I called into Ron and Fez for Fez's birthday to wish him a very happy birthday. And I was nude when I was calling. And not another based pill gave me two things. I enjoyed our chat under my latest video. What's your latest video? And it wasn't me chatting, sir. But why don't you give me a little more on that, sir? All right. I'd greatly appreciate it. Barrister 1401. Oh, don't worry about paying Ant for the YouTube channel. Ant's new show now being syndicated in 300 markets. So Ant getting another huge raise for working only 3 hours per week. He don't need it. All right. Thank you, Barrister 1401. Why are you turning on me, Barrister? I thought you were one of mine. What are you doing, Barrister?
You were incorrect, sir. He was never one of yours. He's been playing the long con just to fuck with him, and we love it. Keep doing it, Barrister 1401. We hope you just keep trolling him Keep it going. Keep it going.
I know this was a paid one, right? But sometimes Opie will put comments on the screen which are not even paid ones. I can understand
a lot of the time.
Yeah. I can understand doing the super chat ones because you kind of feel obliged if someone's paid. But like he puts comments on and then he'll go, "Oh, why are you asking?"
Because he wants to. He reads them and he wants to talk about it, and it's his excuse for bringing up topics that he would otherwise like not want to talk about, or like give himself credit that he's gonna, like talking about Anthony and that kind of shit. Like he always brings up someone's super chat or someone's chat just as an excuse to talk about Anthony.
Sure. What are you doing? I think I gotta block you. I don't need your $10. So thank you for that. All right. It wasn't you chatting. Answer that a little too quick, Hope, because it's the truth. It's the truth. Oh my God. Can I tell people the truth?
Yeah. All right, Basefield. Good job. Keep that going. That is funny shit. Yeah. So and of course. So we got the answer. Opie is willing possibly to do some of these shows. What about Missy? This MLC on Rumble is indeed Kevin Brennan. What about Missy? John Castamatis says on Anthony Cumia, he says anything anti-Semitic, he's off the network. Done.
Was that actually a true quote? I saw that. Was that actually something that the
Yeah,
obviously I don't know the characters. I don't know if he's actually a legit. How legit was that quote? Is what I'm asking.
It's from news organization jta.org. This is from. I mean, we could bring it up if you want. Jewish Telegraph Agency. Is it a real agency? I guess. I don't know.
The dude in the green jacket looks like a real Jew.
Yeah. Yeah. With that weird look on his face. I don't know. All right. Let's not. God damn it. You're getting me in trouble here.
Boom. Yeah, he's a comely looking man.
Jewy.
A little bit.
But yeah, so anyway, as far as the racism thing goes, Anthony's on a short leash, so it's not like he's just going to be able to go on there and do whatever he wants, like he can on censored.tv, which he is doing whatever the fuck he wants all the time.
I think I heard Missy got banned from Twitter for some kind of anti-Semitic stuff. I'm not sure.
What I heard was she erased her Twitter so that you can't see the stuff she put up there.
Probably Anthony's request, which would be a good idea considering some of the shit she's been
considering his boss is a Jew, for example. Yeah. She was playing hard. She was playing hard with the Jewish stuff for sure. She's a Nick Fuentes fan. Come on, they're super anti-Israel. America First, AFPAC. They just went to AFPAC, the most recent one. Whatever. I like Nick Fuentes. I don't really give a fuck. He says some wild ass stuff. He's on point with a lot of his thinking, but some stuff I disagree with. I don't really have a problem with the Jews. I think I'm not going to get political, but I think it's good to have like the one place in the Middle East that doesn't hate our fucking guts is teamed
it's
up
handy
with.
Sometimes
it seems like it's useful, so I'm for it and okay with it. If they're anti us, then we'll figure that out eventually, but they seem to be our ally as far as I can tell.
I mean, Fuentes is a Fed, and he's being used to fucking coerce a load of young people into fucking stupid 4chan shit, but he should be allowed to do it, so fine, whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. He's over there on Cozy TV by himself. No one's over there fucking. If you're not like tuned into that, it's hard to find as it is. So whatever, do Cozy TV. He's at a polite society for the most part. He had people showing up to his house last year trying to kill him. So like things aren't going great.
Some old lady, and he pepper sprayed her and pushed her down the stairs or something.
No, like the next day he had a hitman show to his house.
Oh, that's true. Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
A literal hitman showed up to his door. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, shit,
I'm here to
right.
kill you. And also, if you want to buy some cheese, I got some out in the trunk.
Yeah, G-Rob gets it. Yeah, he's a little. He has some thoughts, but they don't affect me. So yeah. King of all this. What? Clot is a fan. No, you're busted. Damn it. I knew this was going to happen.
All right, show us your badge. Fuck. I knew this would happen eventually.
Let me stand up and show you my badge. Here we go. I didn't know. Is he on Rumble? I wasn't even aware that he is on Rumble. That's interesting. I had no idea, man. All right, you showed me. I hate Rumble, dude. The only time I ever watch Rumble is just to fuck with Steel Toe or fuck with Mersh. Other than that, I can't stand using Rumble. It sucks. God. And I'm banned from both of those shows, so I won't be back to fucking Rumble anytime soon. I can't imagine why I would get banned from their show.
Onto Rumble as well, like to do it. Like I can auto set things up to do like other things, but Rumble you have to do it every time, and I'm lazy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, trying to set up streams and have to use the key every fucking time. Yeah, it's a pain. Rumble sucks. Yes, sir. Rumble sucks. That's the right. Zog, the Zog machine. Zogs. Yeah, we're working for the Zogs, man. Fuck you, baseball.
Rumble sucks, but you can say the N-word all you want. So, it
Zog yard boys. You can do anything you want.
Benefits also.
For now, like even showing copyrighted stuff, I think it's funny. Eventually, there will be a time where they have to crack down on the copyright stuff.
Yeah, they'll probably have to. They get sued for some really big
all
money.
of these channels are going to get fucking nuked. Like 3/4 of the channels will get nuked.
Get another Tipper Gore, kicking around trying to censor things, and then that'll probably
satanic panic, baby. Yeah, censorship. No censorship. We'll have to get D. Snyder back out of the graveyard to go up to Congress.
Yeah, he'll be in really good shape for it.
All right.
He ain't dead.
I know, but
he wouldn't be in good shape
for
it.
Old as dirt. He's old as fuck.
All right.
I'm just saying, dragging him back out of the. I shouldn't have said graveyard. Maybe just I don't even know the closet to knock the mothballs off him.
Graveyard was appropriate. I just wasn't catching the fascism there.
Actually, you said it wasn't until you said he ain't dead. I actually was thinking he was dead. Then you said that. I'm like,
he even has. I think he still has that radio show. Like he's still on the radio.
Yeah, he's still doing a lot of charity stuff too. So I actually just saw something he did recently. He gave away a motorcycle or something for some charity gig. So yeah, he's alive.
I did not know this. D. Snyder was on John's podcast. He's friends with John.
Oh,
you learn something new every day.
The more you know.
That's when he sung John's. He went on there and sung John's favorite song. I want a cock.
I'm not saying it. God damn it. I'm not getting clips saying this shit anymore. Stop it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna get you in trouble one way or the other.
And this is what back to the reference, the Opie reference. This is what he was talking about. So Opie must be watching Tuki's Tuki Soup. Because this is where they showed this clip was from Tuki Soup, where they revisited the Ron and Fez show, the naked birthday call, when Opie called in nude because he was doing a nude shoot back in the day. Here we go.
Nude radio with Scorch.
Above New York City.
Nude radio.
Making a call to the Ron and Fez show. Did you want to say something, Rob?
This was 2007, sir.
It was 2007, right? So I have some questions after we play it. It's a very short clip, only a minute 23. Here we go.
This must be Opie.
Dude, I'm in the middle of being a model because my girlfriend has a photography class, and we're doing nudes right now.
Really? Oh God, that'd be copies. Then the wrong person is taking the pictures.
And, I'm not even kidding. And all of a sudden, I got word that I need to wish Fezzi a very happy birthday. So I just want to give you a visual. I am naked right now in the middle of a photo shoot for my girlfriend's photography class. But I had to take time away to say happy birthday to Fez.
You know this shit ends up on the internet. Why? Every time these things do, you go, why would the guy ever be in this?
I thought.
Do you know, Kaz, if that actually did end up on the internet? Of course, I'll look up Lily Phillips getting banged while pregnant, but I'm not gonna go look up fucking Opie nude. That's too much research for me, man.
It would I'm sure it was never there because I'm 99% sure I'd be aware of it if there was a nude Opie on the internet.
Right, busted, got him. We got him, guys. We got him. Hell yeah.
As an Opie and Anthony fan, that's what I mean.
You are. You're a fan of that dong, am I right, kids? You're a fan of that dick, yo. It's all right, man. We know your
dick.
We know your proclivities. We know your proclivities. It's all right.
Oh my God!
Look, never mind.
We heard Peterborough Nights. We've heard the song.
Don't.
We've heard it. We know the lyrics. We know you're in the guys. Your guys.
Look, my guys, that's not what I mean when I say my guys. I mean the guys I work with, the guys I might be on forums with, whatever. They're my guys. You know, like I'm not we're not talking anything else.
I mean, you're not talking to anything else. Do we want to hear that song real quick? I think we do.
I think Cat died a little bit there.
I don't think it's necessary. I think it's been promoted enough. It's fine. It's good. But you know,
I mean, I think we played it on this show before. I don't even know, honestly.
Can we hear it one more time?
You're a naughty man, and I will get you. Girls most wanted. You're very no day after. I can't walk down the street, man, and begging me please. They're like cats, begging, don't forget down on your knees. They offer me money, they offer me grub, they offer me power, they offer me love, but I do it for free. I do it for fun. Peterborough nights, man, they've only begun. Walking through the tailgate, getting no peace. Lads pulling up like cats, give me a piece. Grace Buff drinking, offering a snack. Said, come round, pack us up with sausage and that. Jim that way, flexing their packs, saying Kaz, mate, I need what's next. Calling boys begging Kaz, take this line. Told him, mate, I'm good, just get in the line. They throwing up cash, they throwing up pounds. I just thought back, I ain't messing around. Got a queue in the God, man, the streets in the line. Peterborough want to get his asses a cry. I can't walk down the street, man, and begging his please. They're like Kaz, bend off a kick down on his knees. They offer me money, they offer me grub, they offer me power, they offer me love. But I do it for free, yeah, I do it for fun. Peterborough nights, man, they've only begun. Tesco and man say, Kaz, let's make a trade. Told him I ain't got a limit, no need to get paid. Cobblers off patrol, say, Kaz, keep it neat. Told them boys up duty, you can take a seat. Footy last sand, Kaz, give us a turn. Told them one at a time, lads, wait your turn. I ain't got a price, I ain't got a fee. Peterborough's most wanted, that's me. Look, mate, I ain't asking for nothing. No cash, no clout, no bricks. Yeah, I think we get the message. I think we get what that was.
All right, you're right. You're right.
Start it again.
Start it over. Yeah, let's start it again. Let's play it again. Let's hear it.
You don't want to end up with egg on your face. Calm down.
That's not egg. That's not egg.
That's not egg. Oh, you bastard.
Jesus, all night we went without. Bam.
Look, I get it. People
hey, we understand. You got your proclivities. You're into what you're into, man. We're not judging you.
No judge.
We're not judging you, man. Wednesday. Yes. When is Giroux doing the show with Cat? Yeah, there we go. Either a battle or a collab. Either one is needs to happen. I think that's a fact.
Well, look, I understand that people see me, attractive, stylish-looking guy. They want to write some gay fan fiction. I get it, but like, you know, they need to calm down a bit.
Oh, it's on them. I get it. All right. Always blaming someone else. That's Kaz. Always pointing the finger. Remember, Kaz, when you point the finger at someone, you got 3 more pointing back at yourself. So just remember, it's all projection all the time.
Have you got a full set of fingers?
They don't work very good, but they're there. They just I'm not. I can't point it. I can only point at myself.
No, I mean quad.
Is
he hitting on you?
Oh yeah, when I point at you, it's all 4 fingers, motherfucker. I can't even point back at myself. That's how it goes.
Blows that theory right out of the water.
Unless I do like that or something, I guess. Yeah.
He points at you. He breaks his fucking fingers. Jesus.
Yeah. Why you got to do that?
Why you got to hurt a man? Why you got to hurt a man?
Anyway, well, you know,
he could rap better.
That was a wonderful edition of, you know, whatever that was. I mean,
it's Petersburg's Knights. Most wanted ass, as they say in Petersburg. That ass. They want that ass.
I can't control what other people want. You know, if I walk about with natural style and exuberance, I can't.
I like that. I like the line where you drop to your knees. You do it for free because you love it.
I think that line is like stretching. You know, no, that's not you.
Stretching what?
Like this.
What is it stretching?
Like
is this like the Lily Phillips and her friend? You're gonna have to get ass surgery like that lady.
You're gonna get pregnant through your asshole.
Anyway, enough of that. This is about Opie and Anthony. Come on, get back to the show notes.
Esther Koo showing up to Opie Anthony, or excuse me, Jesus,
Anthony,
Jim and Opie and Jim back in 2015. After it's probably like 6 months after Anthony got shit canned.
Opie and Jiminy.
Opie and Jiminy and the Bimini and the Bomini and the Boomini and the Boobadoo. Exactly, that's how we do. But yes, this knockdown drag out, you can find it yourself over there. Red Twin. Red Twin. Thanks for clipping that one. But yeah, this is fucking amazing and awkward and one of those radio moments that you would never want to miss out on. And 100%. Do you think at this point Jimmy and Opie already hated each other's fucking guts, Mr. Cass? What do you think?
Yeah, I do. I think they were just, and you see, Jimmy being such a worm, he's just trying to get that regular paycheck and living in New York, doing whatever. But it's like they hated each other, and it was already known by this time because there was the fights that gone on before where there'd been the sort of hidden text or the text, the famous one of like, that cunt won't even look at me. Like,
yeah, that gets explained in this phone call too.
Yeah. So there'd been like a couple of Jim and Ant had been like a couple of catty girls, you know, just mocking Opie behind his back and just going along with things, but not having the balls to like bring it up. Apart from the famous fights, you know, but there was passive aggressive shit, and you can if you listen to it in retrospect, you can kind of hear some of it now of where they go against Opie, and it's, you know, with their little catty little. Just having a look, and it seems like a laugh, and because there was humor there, it kind of covers it up. But yeah, by this point, it was well and truly established.
Well, the way this whole argument started was really passive aggressive and catty too. I mean, instead of getting into it, it took them a good 45 minutes to get into the. Well, maybe not that long. It took them a long time to get into the argument because they were being so passive about starting the argument, and because clearly. Jim was taken aback by what Opie said about not being close, and
we're not close.
It just slow burned for the longest time until it heated up, and it was you could almost zip after the first minute. You could almost zip through to about the halfway point in this thing.
Well, yeah, if we go to
and we will. I have it all timestamped, so we don't have to fuck around and waste time. So we'll just go through it.
But I'll just say, I'll just add. Okay, I'll do it quickly then. Right, but there is a point, which I'm sure you've got timestamped. I suppose we can go through it then. But then there's a point where it's like everything's fine, and Opie kind of says, but in a kind of weird, like, yeah, everything's fine, like little high voice. Like, and then all of a sudden he's like changes to like, now I'm pissed because you said I reacted. And it's like, well, anyway, I'll let you go ahead with what you've got and we'll address as we go.
Thank you.
Are your parents religious? I love Esther's family life.
Oh my God. Yeah, we were just touching the surface yesterday.
Don't do an Oriental laugh.
Me shy.
So why was religion evil in your house?
Oh, by the way, I went to see your friend Anthony yesterday.
That's all right.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Isn't that so awkward? It's all right. Let's hear that again. She just brought up the fact that she was on Anthony's show the day before.
Oh, by the way, I went to see your friend Anthony yesterday.
That's all right.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Okay, so sorry.
Can I say that?
Of course.
Okay, okay.
Can I say that? Yeah, it's okay. Of course. I totally like, dude, that's not good. It's very obvious that he's saying the opposite of how he feels. It's not good.
Talking about fine. Uh-huh.
What do you mean? No, these aren't tears. They're not. I'm not.
It would help you'd say that.
Oh, okay, good. No, it helps because
He's a delightful man.
well, first of all, it's just later in the day,
Right.
which helps. Is I just have more energy later.
You were fine on our show?
You know,
All right.
Was it just you two,
Yeah,
or did you
but-
have other people there?
it was us two and then Ralph Sutton.
What did you talk about?
Why wouldn't it be fine?
Huh?
Why wouldn't it be fine?
No. Of course it would be fine. It was great.
No, you were asking me. Why wouldn't it be fine?
Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
Oh.
Probably your reaction.
Yeah, probably your reaction. What do you mean I'm a clown?
Yeah.
What I'm funny how? How
I'm
why?
a clown to you?
You think I'm funny? You think I'm some kind of clown? I'm here to amuse you.
Huh?
Do you mind if
it's
you
like-
reacted?
yeah, you
How
can
did I
feel,
react?
you can almost
It's
start to
probably how
feel
you-
like, there's that
Jimmy nails
moment
it
of
though,
like
right?
Esther Crew where she's like, oh yeah, like it's like that kind of, she kind of catches herself. So obviously some reaction got her there. She's like, and when Opie says, oh no, it's fine, she's like, oh yeah, of course. Like you can feel, like there's a little something going on there already.
Sexual tension, rub and tug, massage parlor. It's all coming full circle from the beginning of the show, isn't it?
You want
Oh, wait.
massage? You want massage?
You want a happy ending?
Uh-huh.
Happy?
I give you massage.
You are? Yeah. I tug you. I
Yeah.
tug you.
Massage. Good happy ending. Huh?
You have girlfriend Vietnam? Yeah.
Yeah.
$5. Are you want? God, we're gonna get all right. Let's stop. We're gonna
See you
get Shane
folks on
Gillis.
Sunday on Rumble. Yes, coming soon.
Yeah. We'll see. See you next show on Rumble only, exclusive.
React.
No, you didn't react. You
We
were...
talked about it yesterday. I said, it was fine. We don't talk, but I don't care if people do a show.
right.
I don't care.
Anyway, the
Are
religion.
you guys
thing,
going to talk at the benefit?
No, not at all. He's done some really shitty things. No, now I'm pissed. No, it goes
See, that's
really
the
deep.
flip. That's where he
The
flips
stuff
it.
I've
It's
found out
it's like-
recently.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, and it makes no sense. Like he's pissed at. It's so weird, man.
He goes from like, oh no, it's fine. I'd like you to have a good time there, and then it's like just he finds the tiniest little thing
Instantly.
that's nothing to go. Oh no, now I'm pissed because you
Yeah.
said I looked funny or I made a funny face. Yeah, now I'm pissed. Now I'm going to make a big deal.
Not at
out
all.
of it. Yeah.
He's done some really shitty things. No, now I'm pissed. No, it goes really deep. The stuff I've found out recently. No, I'm not talking to him, and I won't be in the same room as him. No. Do you know any of the stuff that he's done lately? Okay, fair enough. No, I'm not. So he can put that aside. That rumor that we might talk. No. The shit I found out recently. No, I'll never be in the same room as that fucking guy.
See, it's just an excuse, isn't it?
You don't have to
bring
be,
that out.
I know what you're talking about. That's fine. Like I said, I'm not putting you in the middle of it, but if you don't know, you don't know. That's fine.
Sorry, I don't know.
Sorry, I don't know her.
I don't
know.
speak
I
English.
sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you believe Jimmy whatsoever that he doesn't know all of the stuff going on with Anthony? Is that even a possibility that they're still really good friends and somehow, some way that those guys or whatever behind the scenes aren't talking?
I don't believe. I think they've had conversations at this point where Jimmy's like, "Oh, I've just got to do this because I've got to pay my mortgage. I've got to do this, blah blah." And I'm sure they've slagged off because even going back to the famous text of like, "Oh, the cunt won't even look at me." They were like anti-Opie or like being little bitchy fucking girls behind Opie's back beforehand. So the fact that at this stage they wouldn't be is just fucking ridiculous. Of course they are. You know, it's just like it's just Jimmy hasn't got.
I know. Well, that's just Jimmy being fucking whatever.
The worm.
A little bit, yeah. He's just not being fully honest, transparent, and I do believe Opie is being like. I do believe that there was a lot of sincerity from Opie that Jimmy wasn't putting out there. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I like Jimmy more. And I'm saying that like factually, I like Jimmy. I don't really like Opie, but I can still see that Jimmy's full of shit being a liar right now as well.
Yeah, it came out of Opie in a weird way. And obviously it just triggered him to a point. It just happened and it just all come out in this occasion. But I mean, there's legit stuff there that I believe was going on. And that Opie's not completely wrong on this. Now, Opie's got his issues, his neuroses or whatever, and things that are going on. But I think he's right in what he's, picking up.
So.
All right, this got weird. Well, it just got weird because I'm asking you something. You're like, we're not that close like that, which is fine. But
well, we're not. I mean, we do a good show together and stuff, but we're not that close.
So now you're mad at me for something?
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. We're not close yet. What is this?
I love when Jimmy does that.
Yeah, Jimmy's. Yeah, it's good.
Surprised to you?
But still, I think
close.
It was a precursor to him sucking cock.
No. That shit sailed many moons before 2015. No. I think he knew he was a cocksucker in the 70s, and that's fine.
We do a good show together. It's okay. Don't say ugh.
I'm gonna say ugh.
Don't say ugh. You know everything that's been going on. You don't.
No, but I don't know exactly what you're talking about. You're saying something that I don't know, and you're acting like I do know.
That's all right.
And you are acting like I do know.
No, I said no. I was surprised you
in
don't.
that conspiratorial tone.
I was surprised you don't know,
but I don't.
I believe you for real. For real, I do believe you. Okay.
It's not a matter of being close. Like it's just this weird paranoia thing. It's like what's going? If there's something going on,
there's no paranoia, but there's none. I believe you. If you tell me you don't know some of the real dirty shit he did over the years, that's fine.
I have no idea.
I believe you. I really do. But it does make me very upset. Okay.
What I think
do believe you.
I think Jimmy knows some of the dirty shit that's gone on, but it's just not been specified. So because Opie hasn't specified it, Jimmy can go, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm pretty sure Jimmy knows, and Jimmy knows the attitude again. I don't want to harp back.
Well, he does. He eventually does try to drag it out of him, but obviously, Opie doesn't want to say it on air because it's stuff that he doesn't want repeated. Especially whatever he does, kind of bring up the Bam Margera stuff. I love it. He's forced into that corner constantly. The having to bring up the Bam Margera fucking his wife thing. Hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I believe you. Not happy. I believe you though. Okay. You've been in the middle of this, for a long time. So I try to keep you out of it. You do both shows and all that.
Yes.
I don't say a word about it.
No.
And if you say you don't know, then fine. I believe you. Okay.
Yeah, no, I really don't know, and I don't feel like I need to. I know you're not asking me to prove I don't know, and I don't feel like I need to prove. I said I know that.
I really do believe you.
I know.
Okay.
I know you do. I don't feel like you don't. I don't feel disbelieved.
Right.
But if somebody that to me, that you don't need to be close to somebody. If somebody says, I'm not saying like, why don't you think we're close? I don't give a shit about that. But if I say to you, what's going on? I don't think it requires us to be in love with each other for you to say off the air, like, this is what's been happening. I don't think that's an issue of closeness.
I've told you some of the stuff, and we've talked about some of the stuff. So, but I got more info and stuff, and I'm just blown away by it, to be honest with you. So, blown away.
You say odd shit to people, dude. You're a good guy.
Whatever.
But you say odd shit to people.
Like what?
Like that. Like what? Like that.
Because we're not close. So why would I tell you?
Because
we're not close.
But who are you close with? Like what constitutes close to you?
I don't need to tell you who I'm close with. I got my people that I'm close to. All right.
I'm sure
I've made a decision not to involve you in all this crap because you are in the middle. You're absolutely in the middle.
I don't feel in the middle.
Whatever. Okay.
I don't feel in the middle.
Fair enough.
But I'm sure you think that somehow I'm against you. I'm sure I'm positive. You know,
I didn't say.
I mean, that is it right there. He is on Anthony's side. He definitely there is no way that that's not all true. So Opie's correct in his thinking. I wouldn't trust you.
And Opie's saying we're not that close. That's been proven. That was proven in the earlier fights, in the earlier stuff, in the dynamic of relationships, of who texts who and calls who, you know, because they're fucking Jimmy and Ant are degenerates. They fucking send fucking dirty pics to each other, whatever. Like, you know, which is fine. Who cares? Like, I'm not judging that. But the fact that they're not close, that's been proven, well established. So it's not a weird thing to say. And then Jim saying, you say odd shit to people. It wasn't that odd. I mean, maybe Opie does say odd shit to people, but that wasn't one of them. That wasn't really a good example or point, you know.
Well, maybe Opie didn't want to get close because he knew that he sucked cock.
His breath smelled like Kaz's.
I don't think it's even about that.
Your breath smells like a dick.
Your breath smells like Kaz's breath.
You leave me out of this, you fucks.
You're both eating the same food. What's going on?
Protein shakes, is it?
You're goggling out of the same hose.
About
you don't know what you don't know.
You're right. No, I know nothing about you. You're right. You
don't know a lot about me.
You're right.
You guys, is this a real fight?
Huh?
It's a bickering.
Do you fake it for the radio?
No.
Oh God.
No.
Oh,
no,
God.
It was a funny line, actually, in a way. It wasn't funny as in ha funny, but like the fact that she's like, surely this can't be real.
She was trying to make it funny. She was obviously she's very uncomfortable, but she threw in a bunch of stuff there. I skipped over most of it because she was trying to be like, ha out of the entire situation. But it's not possible to do that. Not possible.
It's like,
you've been told not to talk about it?
It's like, surely you two grown men can't be doing this on a live radio show. It's almost like that's kind of how I took it.
Exactly.
It's real serious shit. Yeah.
But I don't. But what? Me and you not fucking like what? So I'll do this till October, and then you can get a new partner, and I'll move on. I'm not going to quit my fucking job. This is my gig.
I didn't say you should quit, but if you're not comfortable here, then that's on you, not me. I'm comfortable here.
You're not always comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
You can't even look at me half the time. I'm doing Uncle Paul. You're literally looking into the monitor like, I wish this guy would just go away.
I'm not a fan of Uncle Paul. You know that. We've talked about it. Whatever. But you're not a fan of some of the stuff I talk about either. So it's just what it is.
But I don't stare into a monitor like I'm being molested when
you're staring into your phone or completely ignore me. I mean, it happens all the time.
But believe it or not,
it happens all the time. If you're not into what I'm saying, you completely ignore me. Are you kidding me? Do you really want to have this conversation?
Yes, I do.
You sit there and go on your phone and completely ignore me.
But
I feel like I'm
I don't know if anyone noticed it. Yeah, while the conversation was going on, Opie was staring at his phone and totally ignoring Jimmy.
There is a bit of hypocrisy there because Jim Norton has always been like on his phone and on Twitter and all doing that. Yet then he's critiquing Opie for doing that. Going, oh, you're looking on your phone. And it's like, but it's almost like Norton thinks, oh no, he's better. He's good enough that he can multitask. He can be on his phone, on Twitter, throwing numbers at girls, doing all this, and still, and maybe he's right. Maybe he is. Some people work differently. It's like, you know, and sure, but then you can't really. I mean, it's pretty hypocritical to like then moan at Opie for being on his phone once about during a bit he's not into, you know, whatever.
But you do for part of it and on the surface, but you don't sometimes. You don't.
Like what?
Just in general, you have no idea. You have literally no idea how your moods affect other people. I'm not saying
you gotta go.
I will in October.
I'm fine here.
I know you're fine.
I'm fine here, and I enjoy what I'm doing.
We don't need to reiterate it. In October, I'm done.
I don't want to wait till October. Then that's ridiculous.
I'm not quitting my fucking job.
I didn't say that.
Well, then what am I going to do? Are you going to fire me? You can't. I'm not saying you can't.
Because I fire everybody else, or I'm just asking. Why would I fire you?
Because you have the ability to. Because you're my boss.
Why? But why would I do that?
Because you just said why wait till October?
Well, that's
you're the one who
but
just
that's silly,
said
though. If you're not happy here, then why would you stay till October?
Because it's money. It's my job. Again, I'm not a 3-year-old. It's my job.
So maybe there's other ways to do it.
How?
I don't know.
Again, loyalty and the things that came with when people said, why didn't he do something with Ant, which could have, if they put their minds together and got management, you know, their own, or maybe Jim's manager or whatever involved, doing some kind of podcast thing. Somebody had advised Anthony away from doing this stupid pay bullshit, tell him to be less racist. They probably could have done something, but Jim's like, no, it's my job. I've got to do this. It's my job. So he's basically admitting there, yeah, this is fucking, I don't like this, but it's my job. I'm not going to stop, you know. It's like, he's just
what is kind of weird is the fact that Jim is the one that ended up staying till recently, and Opie has been gone the whole time. Funny how that all worked out, right? Because you would have thunked otherwise, but obviously he's just running through the motions, working.
What would have happened to Opie? They wanted rid of Opie. Now I don't know if you're coming to this. I won't spoil it if you are, but like there was how Opie ended up leaving, and I'm sure they wanted rid of him and they were done with him.
No, I'm not. We're not playing that tonight. We don't have enough.
Right. So
we're just gonna pretty much play this clip and call it a night.
Trying to do one of his prank videos or whatever, and he recorded Roland like the booker like over the toilet stall, you know, while it and obviously
we know how he got fired.
No, I'm just for any audience who doesn't know, just
no, it's good. Absolutely. He filmed the guy going to the restroom, and then famously got booted for it because Sherrod Small let everyone know that he did indeed make that video. Once the uppers.
Well, I want to thank Kaz for being so well informed on these two and being able to give us that anecdotal story there. Thank you, Kaz.
Hey, it's what I'm here for. You know, use me for what I'm
Anecdotes. Yes, Sherrod does suck. And also, I do believe that's who smoked crack with Kate Meany. That's a funny story. She thought it was a weed pipe and it was crack.
Jesus Christ. Wow. That's a scary mistake to make.
Yeah, but she lived to tell the story. So there you go.
There you go.
And it's ridiculous that I'm the only one that gets this shit for moving on without Ant.
I know you want me to get this shit too. I do.
I'm more surprised that I get all the focus. It's ridiculous.
And I know you're surprised.
Everyone knew that me and Anthony fucking hated each other's guts, and now I'm learning the shit he was doing behind the scenes, and it's fucking brutal.
I know you're.
And then
surprised.
people are like, wow, you threw your partner of 20 years under the bus. No, it was a long time fucking coming. If we had any type of relationship, we would have continued together in some form. But it was so obvious, and you knew it too. I had to have known how bad it was. You had to have known.
I know you guys weren't getting along, but so what? I mean, meaning like when he got fired, I knew you guys were fighting. Yeah, I knew a lot of it. I knew why you were fighting.
That big fat girl.
We weren't talking
in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
I'm just saying, look at that big fat girl back there.
All right. Good eye, Honk. No one else noticed the fat girl with the big tits and the big ass.
Good work. How about those two yellow things, Honk?
I'd employ you as a permanent spotter.
Thank you.
There's that.
She's a
Big
big
Abby.
one. Look at that. That's a big bone girl.
That is, yeah. She started an earthquake.
More cushion for the pushing, they say, honk.
Yes.
What do you think those pants are? What's the material those pants are made of? Polyester, you reckon?
Stretchy.
I think
Stretchy.
some kind of carbon Kevlar.
Yeah,
Some
some
carbon
Kevlar, yeah,
monocarbon
something they
Kevlar.
built on, they invented on the space shuttle. I'm pretty sure. Moon technology.
Something that soaks up a lot of ass sweat, I bet.
Some
You know what I
wicking
mean? I knew where the tension was. I knew where the tension was.
He didn't respect, me as far as his radio show goes, but continued doing it and then doing shitty things behind the fucking scenes.
Yeah, but you keep saying that.
Well,
like, I don't know what shit you say you found out stuff that he was doing recently. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, it's pretty solid. Yes. Pretty solid.
Will you tell me?
Yeah, he's like a little kid, right? Like when no, you boys need to talk to each other.
Not tell it.
And also, Jim's doing one of those. Like, Jim knows there's been some sour shit going on, but he's trying to go, well, I don't know the specific thing.
I don't know anything.
It's like, I'm sure he knows plenty, and I'm sure he knows the general attitude has been shit. So it's like, but he's going, well,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know the
obvious.
specific
Everybody
thing
in the world
you're
knew it,
talking about."
right? Like,
Oh,
how can't they? Exactly.
Well, you talk to the company. What do you want me to tell you, dude? I mean, you are my boss.
That's
no, it's not. No,
it's
contractually, you're my boss, dude. You're my boss.
I can't fire you.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
News. I probably shouldn't be telling you. Yes, you can.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
know
think
the
so.
contract. I know you don't, but I know the contract.
There's nothing. There's nothing in the contract that says I could fire you.
I'm here. I'll tell you exactly what the contract says because I didn't trust the company as much. I can get fired from the company if I really fuck up. Like if I really do something egregious or terrible, or pull my dick out in the hallway, or I fucking roll a bowling ball down into Scott's office from up here, I could get fired. But in order for me to get fired, for basically light stuff, it has to be you, or it was you, and it was at the pleasure of Opie and Anthony, and then it became the pleasure of Opie. So I'm here. You are the buffer between me and the company, so you can fire me a lot easier than they can, contractually, unless I really fucked up. But I haven't really fucked up. So you, if you want to move on, could talk to the company and they would do it because they would love to cut my salary. I told you they're not awful to me. They're not terrible to me here, dude. They don't treat me terrible. However, I've told you since day one, they don't give a fuck if I'm here or not. And you're like, no, dude, they like you. I'm like, dude, you stop. I'm too smart for that.
They absolutely.
I sure would love to hear the interview now. What Jimmy, like, I bet he doesn't feel the same way now, right? Because he's completely, yeah, like he said, they want to cut his salary. They've been cutting his salary all the way up till they got rid of him just very recently when they did not renew his contract. So that absolutely tracks. But obviously, Opie never did get rid of him, and Jimmy got a new contract. Like he had to redo his contract every fucking year for the last 10 years. I had to go into their office. Can you imagine?
Jim's go-to was like, oh, if I pulled my dick out in the hallway. He has done so much of that shit for as long as he's been there, since before it was even Sirius XM, pulling his dick out in the studio, all sorts of things. The show they don't talk about, which is the one where he ended up having in fucking Ron Fez's, what became their office, having sex with one of those fucking girls from the band. He's done so much fucking like egregious, what would be considered like corporately egregious HR stuff. And, he went straight to that. He's done loads of that stuff. He's just got away with it. That's all.
Loads all over the place. Loads of loads.
We're shocked by it. The amount of my personal life I expose on this radio show is fucking astronomical. Now, I know with a family, you can't expose all that stuff, but you literally give 5% of that, 10% of that, and you expect me to or other people to expose their personal life, and everything I do that's embarrassing or humiliating or in the moment, I talk about.
Right.
And then it comes down to, we're joking the other day about something, and somebody says something like, what's your song? Like you're talking about the wedding song or some shit. You're like, oh, you put me on the spot. Like you don't even want to offer that up. And it's like, how much, and then how come you didn't say this? Well, it's because we're not close like that. And it's like, well, all I do is fucking talk about my personal life and the shit that's going on.
Right. So that's you. You're way more open than probably 99.9% of the people I've ever met in my life. You're an exception to the rule.
That's still, when something is happening that affects the radio show, if it affects the radio show, and then
I don't even know why I added that one in there, but it is. I guess that is another difficult part, right? Because even Anthony was better about letting people in on his life a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, he did. And Anthony's got his stuff that he'll keep totally, because he likes to keep his cool demeanor.
But he'll tell you about taking the ladies to the high school prom and biting hands and all the
he doesn't
stuff,
think
right?
that's not cool. To him, he thinks that's cool. See, but the thing is, there are things that he wouldn't say that he doesn't think are cool. But like even things that disgust others, like he thinks that's cool. He's boasting when he says that shit. Yeah,
I think we all have things that we all have our own line where, and it's all different, where we might think that it's okay to cross that line, but for other people to cross that line, but we would never do that in our, we would never let that information go, and everybody's different. I kind of
I just get fucked up. People just I drunkenly say stupid shit, and then everyone fucking remembers it forever, and I never get away from it.
Exactly.
Accurate.
That's what happens. Shit.
I was just about to throw a bunch of shit in your face, but you threw me off by saying that.
Yeah,
Well played,
you
Jared.
kind of said it all in one little box with a bow on it. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, what are you going to do? What can I possibly do if the company is going to wind up firing me?
So when Ant takes all the shots at me, you just make believe he's not doing that, or
what shots?
You
No. When I'm on the show, isn't it shots?
No, I'm not saying when you're on the show. All the shitty things he said about me since he got fired. You're just fine with all that, and you're cool with that.
Your relationship.
I'm just asking for real. I'm not trying to be a dick.
I'll be real honest.
He's taking shots at my wife. He's taking shots at me and everything I do on this radio show.
I've never heard him take a shot at your wife ever.
Well, then you should pay closer attention.
But I don't. I worry about my own stand-up career, and I don't worry. I love Ant, but in all honesty, I don't listen to this show when I'm not here. I don't listen to.
But he takes shots at me all the time, so you have to know that.
But I also know,
because that's being self-aware, like you say. I'm not. You have to know he does that, right?
Yeah, but I never heard him take a shot at your wife.
He absolutely has.
But I've never heard it. I've never heard of it.
The sex tape bullshit from back in the day. When he decided to take an hour and a half and just beat the living shit out of me on his show, one of the final things was they were asking about that tape, and he goes, "Well, I'll just leave it for the internet to speculate." He knows damn well that whole fucking thing was bullshit and fake. He knows it.
Yeah, of course, everybody knows it.
Everybody knows it. Is that true, Kaz? Did Bam Margera put his penis inside of Opie's wife, or what happened there?
Well, last thing, I'm dubious that it was true.
You just want it to be true, or was it true? You just like thinking Bam Margera's penis, don't you?
I mean, maybe this is.
Are you thinking about his penis right now?
Sorry?
Maybe he is.
Like,
is this another one of those penis barrels nights?
9 on the quad gay counter. I've been counting your gayness.
My gayness? No, I'm just pointing out. I mean, if you want to go to that,
what's wrong with that machine of yours there?
Not everyone has gays around, but Nasto Killian $1, thank you, sir. We appreciate that.
Always good guy. In fact, I'm partly here because of him. He donated to me, and since I wasn't going to do my own show, I thought I'd come and do your show and give you a good one. Give you that Tosspot bump, and so you can thank Nasto Killian as well.
We got bumps to bump, baby. Hey, we got the bumps. We're doing the bumps.
Lady bumps.
I don't want to get the bumps.
No. That's
we've
dangerous.
Heard the rumors, though. We have heard the rumors. The bumps.
Well,
all right. Well, I just got a couple more timestamps, and then we're pretty much going to wrap this one up. But I did think it was interesting that he brought Gavin McGinnis up, and just kind of out of nowhere. And apparently, they've all had run-ins with Gavin McGinnis, Jimmy and fucking Opie. So back in the day, Gavin was just a troublemaker, always a troublemaker. I like it. But yeah, here's a little. Whatever.
Everyone that's around Anthony has to hate me. Have you figured that one out on your own? People that I've never met in my life have no fucking relationship with. They all have to fucking hate me to be part of Anthony's thing. That's really strange to me. That is really strange. I would understand if it was someone that I have bad blood with and had a relationship, but I'm talking about guys I've never met.
So who hates you that has never met you?
Gavin's one of them. He obsessively fucking attacks me. I've never met the fucking guy.
Does he attack you on a personal level or professional level?
On a professional level.
Well, then it's nothing to do with knowing you.
He's reciting bullshit that is out there that Anthony had said on his own fucking show.
But if people,
I never met the fucking guy. Why is he obsessively hating on me? Why?
I don't know.
But I'm asking.
But I'm
legitimately. That's ridiculous.
Maybe he doesn't like you. In all honesty,
I've never met the fucking guy.
In all honesty, I have met him, and we've never discussed that. Like literally, I don't know.
I think that's actually
my own
just, very interesting. Anyway, I do remember like Anthony and Gavin going on Red Eye, quite a bit. So obviously they'd already had like a relationship. From Fox News is, I'm guessing, where they met each other. Honestly.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things as well. Gavin was a bit of an Anthony fanboy, and Gavin wanted to be friends.
Yeah, well, he ends up going to work for him at Compound Media. That actually all kind of tracks because he wanted to be near him.
Be friends, and Gavin has actually complained and gone, "Oh, Anthony doesn't have like friends," because Gavin wanted a friend who he could they could get drunk together and give each other nuggies and fucking mess about and just like
that's exactly what Compound became, was just like a boys club for partiers. And I mean some of the stuff that Opie said, like Anthony showed up drunk, he just wanted to party, etc. The dude still does, like he did 10 years of Compound Media, getting plastered constantly. Especially with Gino, but it kind of was like a boys club, you know what I mean? Like everybody hang out, whiskey, beer, Sullivan's after work, getting fucked up during work, drinking the beers, and whatever. That's kind of what it turned into be. So why he ended up losing money at that place kind of makes sense, because when you make it all about fun and games instead about like serious money making business, then of course it's gonna end up like that.
Yeah, but you see, I'll tell you this, but a second layer to that is what I was sort of hinting at is Gavin wasn't quite happy because Anthony's quite a kind of like standoffish kind of guy. He doesn't really have, like, he's not going to fucking wrestle around with fucking guys on the fucking sofa and stuff. Whereas Gavin's that's the kind of friend Gavin wants. He wants to be like, I don't
grab
know,
dicks,
and fucking
put a
drinking
butt plug
beers
up
and
the ass.
that kind of like playfulness, that kind of male playfulness, like he tried to create with the Proud Boys, where you like punching each other and naming breakfast cereals. Anthony likes to be a bit more reserved and like just keep his cool, as best he can, even though he might look foolish, he might fuck everything up. It's not the same thing. And I don't know if that point's leading.
Now they're old as fuck, and all that stuff doesn't matter nearly as much. Correct.
All right, Kaz, do your plugs.
Do your plugs? It's Tosspot Radio. Tosspot Radio. Find me there. I think my Twitter's KM Mick. I think
I got it here somewhere.
Look up Tosspot Radio, but get the real one. Don't get the fake one. Although the fake one's funny. It's fine. It's good. It's all funny. But like it's it's fine. If you can find my plugs, find them.
I'll find them. I got to pull up Dan's too, because Dan was nice enough to pop on here as well. So
yeah, it was nice of Dan to pop on here. Apparently, I scared him off, but I do. He can't compete. There's no way. So he got scared away.
Shots fired, folks. Shots fired.
He knows. He already knows. He knows.
Fiery ending.
Oh, I know.
Why we ended the show? Bloody hell! I thought we'd only just got started.
I mean, fuck, dude. We really do have a bunch of stuff that we could talk about. But yes, Dan from Nice Podcast Stupid was here earlier, and we do appreciate the hell out of him showing up. Deb was here on Wednesday, and I think I completely forgot to plug her, but they're both on the same place. Different plugs a little bit on the Twitter, but same channel. They work together, so yeah, mainly that.
You know what I'm most pleased with tonight? When I finally realised I had my light colour wrong, and I changed my nice sepia fucking outfit to a nice fucking different light colour, and it kind of looks a lot better than the fucking bright white that it was. You know, just little details. Sometimes they matter, and sometimes they don't. Like that one didn't.
And we'll keep going. I mean, we could talk a little bit about. I got one more topic we could talk about.
I've got to go for a piss, but like I'm here and I'm with you, and I'm gonna.
All right. Honk. What do we got going on tomorrow? I know that I can't make it to your show tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, we got our big 10th episode. Big 10th episode of Two Old Farts. We didn't know we'd make it this far. 10, my friends, and we'll be going over Joey C and his lovely friends and family over there at the Catalano, the real Catalano show.
Yes,
and
the real Catalano network.
Yeah.
Crime family.
And I think that's about all we got going on for the rest of this week.
But that's enough, isn't it?
That's plenty.
Yeah, we didn't have anyone else on today, did we? No, we didn't. And of course, Tosspot. There's Tosspot's plugs, indeed.
Tosspot.
Yeah, I pretty much just wanted to talk about this. I don't know. I guess we could just end it tonight. Honestly, I think we should. God, yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's up to you. We can get into Mersh suing Rumble, or we could just call it a night.
Yeah, no, do something good, and we'll end on a good end. We've got to end it on a big one. Got to get something right. We've got to work it into a nice, like, segue into a nice big fucking ending. Come on
now. Anyway, there's your plugs, Tosspot.
Your enthusiasm is it's something.
Yeah, look, I was going to do my own show, but I thought, fuck it. I owed Quad a show, so I thought, fuck it, I'll do him a show. There you go. Well, come on.
Go ahead and give a shout out to your plugs there. Say something about them. Then we'll get into merge. There's your plugs. Plug them.
Yeah. Tosspot Radio. At Tosspot Radio on YouTube or Tosspot, look it up Twitter, KM Mick. Some people know why it's that, some people don't. Doesn't matter. Tosspot Radio, it's the way we go. We're kicking it, we're rocking it as always. And we're gonna end strong tonight on the what's his name? I can't even remember his name. Quadfather, that's it. He's got a great show. BYB Podcast. But this is my plugs. So, but just let's end big.
All right. So apparently, I don't know if anybody watched last night. If you didn't get to see it, on Pod Awful's channel over there, indeed, Mersh reached out to Milo to have him help put together like a legal team to go after Rumble with. And I know that as much as Mersh has mentioned the fact that he was putting together some way that he was going to go after Rumble as far as putting together a legal team and suing them, was very interesting. But indeed, last night, that was the big hubbub, was the fact that our buddy Pod Awful Jesse PS over there got Milo, who's his really close buddy, to give him the info and totally bust that story wide open, where he let everyone know Milo sent him all the DMs and all that shit. So Mersh was trying to keep it close to the vest and not really let that story out there. Obviously, Royce and Mersh both worked with Rumble, and Mersh is fucking up their entire relationship with Rumble. I'm curious to see how this is all going to pan out now. But is Nightwave, Daywave, is Revenge of the Sis, is it all up in the air whether it's going to continue on any platform? Because as we know, Mersh is already persona non grata as far as having his YouTube channel over there on YouTube. So the only thing he has left is fucking Rumble, dude. What's he doing? He's being an idiot.
What could they be suing Rumble for? Is there any idea yet, or have they said?
Yeah, they didn't renew his contract this last year, but also he thinks he has something to go after him with. But this is from today, as a matter of fact. Him talking about that whole thing where Milo. Mersh reached out to Milo, and Milo just turned around and fucked him again with Pot Awful. Very reminiscent of old Quadfather fucking him. Very similar story. Mersh can't win, it seems.
It's a tough life.
He doesn't have any friends left, man. It's very sad.
Shout out to Ralph, Ethan Ralph, giving us a raid, giving us a little boost there. We're getting the Alpha male audience. Good to see you. I was just watching your show, Ralph. I wish I could say that I was shocked and appalled by you getting snaked by Jesse, but come on.
Yeah, this starts it off March 26th, so not very long ago. Ethan Ralph was trying to work with Jesse PS, who wanted him to come into the Dabbleverse and fuck up the entire Dabbleverse and go after Aaron Imholte mainly. But yeah, that never panned out, and Ethan kind of got sidetracked in doing other stuff. But we obviously nailed Mersh like not like a week before this.
Yeah.
So as Mersh has been going around getting fucked over by everybody, but I don't know why Pot Awful turned on Ethan. I guess he just doesn't really give a fuck about anyone. Yeah, that is true. I can agree with that. Honky Tonk Tennessee. That is the one thing he's got going for him. The Nightwave theme music does actually hit. That is pretty good shit.
It's not bad. It's not too bad.
And Mersh is funny. Mersh is funny. He's got a good intro theme song. That's about it. The rest of the stuff sucks. He's pretty much screams at his fucking audience and like, why aren't you giving me more money? Why do you guys all suck? Give me money. You all suck. Rumble sucks. And then he gets drunk and gets high as fuck and passes out. And very interesting shit.
I can't go with that. That sounds that sounds like wrong behavior.
I just really don't understand why why is Mersh surprised that Pot Awful is Pot Awful? It's kind of weird that you're like, yeah, I don't understand. Why is Pot Awful acting like Pot Awful does? Why would he ever troll someone like he does all the fucking time?
Yeah, to anybody who's even mildly observant, Pot Awful is he is who he is. He does what he does. He doesn't really make a secret of it. It's what he does. It's his thing.
Bingo. Yeah, I think. I'm sorry, I just got my shit out of order, so I have to. And then this is Pot Awful talking about Carl Heberger for some reason. Yeah, it is like Pot Awful wants to be part of the Dabbleverse and fuck around on the Dabbleverse, but yet keep his independence. I don't even know that he necessarily wants to make money off the Dabbleverse, kind of like Melton snuck in and kind of started fucking around and making good money just playing around on the Dabbleverse. Now he's a mainstay here in the Dabbleverse. The Dabbleverse. But I don't know if Pot Awful has the same intention. I'm thinking not.
No, I think Pot Awful just does his own thing, and I think if there's any kind of Venn diagram or crossover, he'll go with it if it works for him. I know he does send people out into the VC and stuff. I'm not even saying he sends them out, but he's got his group of people who are always looking for lolcows and people to
goons. Goons.
That's it. They're always looking for goons.
Right, looking for the goon alarm to go off.
Like that's like the reaction, right? That's the guy who moves the needle. And Carl from Who Are These Podcasts is the biggest fucking stiff of all time. And you notice if you watch that like eventually there's like a shared mic between me and Carl. Carl's the most useless motherfucker on earth. Like I know you hate Mersh. I know you probably hate Dick too, but like, Carl sucks. I've never heard anything funny come from his mouth.
Yeah, that's why I don't talk about him. He's boring.
Yeah, no, he's the most boring son of a bitch.
It's the worst thing you can be.
Right, exactly. Like, be hated, be loved, or be hated and loved. But like, this guy is just a total stiff. And I don't understand. I don't know. I do understand.
He's not a stiff. What are you talking about? He's got the best laugh in the biz. Right? Carl, he practices daily in the mirror just to make sure that everybody thinks his laugh is entertaining. I think that's whatever. He kind of took I don't know what you want to say about Carl. I'm not too mean to him, but yeah, I get it. He is kind of milquetoast. He's not hated. He's not loved, but he's hated by people that are annoyed by his boringness. Indeed. Yeah.
He's found an audience, of people who appreciate what he does. So it's not, and there's no, like you say, he's kind of milquetoast. There's no real, like, nobody really hates him. He doesn't evoke any kind of like real hate or any real love. It's just like there are people who appreciate he covers some shows, which is fine. Exactly. He's found his niche, whatever.
And I do whatever. I think Ethan should be working with Pot Awful to do whatever they're doing, but now that's off the table. This is when they were just working together. It seems like seconds ago, because it was.
And because he's completely willing to be a lackey to Dick, and I won't say submissive, but like, okay, Dick's been in it longer. He's got this longer history. I'll defer to him on most things. But I'm nobody's lackey, and Carl is. That's the thing, and so that's why he does all these crossovers with Carl, because Carl's a total fucking cuck, and
well, he's a cuck to Kumia, in that I will agree with Chad on this. There definitely is some Kumia cucks, and Carl, Steel Toe, Chrissy, they are fucking cucks to Anthony. I don't even know you can possibly call me a cuck. I guess I watch a lot of his content and enjoy it and have been for years. Does that make me a cuck?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I've been a fan of Anthony for a while, and if I had the chance to chat to Anthony, which is in negotiations, I'd probably enjoy that interview and do that and probably treat him decently. And, I'm not going to fuck it up. So does that make me a cuck as well? Probably. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's understandable. I mean, Anthony was part of like the cultural. I don't know why there's something up with this mic. There's something up with this mic. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. But it was. But there's a lot of people who Anthony was sort of influential as part of, when broadcast radio was part of a thing, or even satellite radio, or even on the internet. And there are fans of Anthony and Anthony's previous work. So does that make
Articulate John, are you calling me a quad cuck? Quack, is it? How dare you? That's pretty good, fucker. I hate when you guys are funnier than me. All right, point well taken. But yeah, so anyway,
I'm just not doing that. Hi, March. Yeah, I'm not going to try to join it. But yeah, I really don't care to join it. I'm not giving Rumble money. Besides, I already got into it with fucking Chris today. I didn't really get into it with him, but Chris had the fucking nerve to respond to a tweet that I was tagged in. So he should have known he was going to get it.
He's going to get it.
Yeah, this is. Hi, pretty girl.
Hi, Brainies.
Louis J. Fats.
Hang on. I got to go get fucking Louie out of here. Louie out yesterday or today. Someone gifted me a Nightwave sub on Rumble Video. You can't accept it without having a credit card attached to your account so it can start auto billing you when the gift expires. Fuck that. At Chris Pavlovsky, your site is dog shit and you're a thief. Chris responded. That's not how it works. You get the gifted sub regardless. The option you're referring to is for Rumble Premium, which is different than a channel sub. If you don't want it, don't enter your credit card. You still get the benefits of a channel sub that's gifted. When someone gifts a sub, we also send the user 1 month free trial for Rumble Premium, which requires a credit card to activate the trial for Premium. No, Chris. Let me explain to you what it does. You absolute fucking retard. What it does is muddy the waters and confuse people.
I do agree with that. To have to get a free subscription and then they're asking for your credit card immediately. And as we know, all these sites want to get your credit card so they can auto bill you on everything. And it's very annoying. And definitely that's exactly, he is correct about it. But also the dude is his boss and he's been fighting him the entire time he's been on Rumble. So it's like, yeah, you got a CEO of the company that pays your fucking salary. And now he's even putting like Royce in jeopardy somewhat by being such a dick to the Rumble, dude. It's stupid.
Confusing business model, sure. Or if it's one of those business models, like most of them want to get your card, like you say, to just renew and do that. That's one thing. But is it illegal? Has he been ripped off? Is there breach of contract? You know, they're whole different issues. So, you know, him just saying, oh, fucking sue Rumble. Now, I'd imagine there are Rumble creators a lot more competent than Mersh. And if there's some kind of lawsuit, I'd imagine it would already be in progress. You know, I don't know. But I'm not up to date on that.
Apparently. I mean, so Mersh, I remember when he was talking about suing Melton, but that never came through fruition either. So, yeah, I don't know. He seems like he's full of empty threats, but apparently he's actually already talked to a bunch of lawyers. And I remember him talking about like, oh, I got to go talk to lawyers and shit like that.
So that was kind of neat. I just thought that was kind of cool. It's making Fallout fun again. It's definitely making Fallout fun again for me. Fuck, I forgot to. God damn it. Oh, God, I have so much shit I got to do this week. I have to get ready for this fucking trip.
Wow.
He was stroking out again. Fucking hell.
Oh.
No, he's reading email.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Oh,
we lost him there.
Sorry, I didn't check my email. I forgot I have to fucking meet an attorney soon I finally found a goddamn attorney to consult with about the unpleasantness that I talked about. So I just remembered I was supposed to call that guy today. I have to have my little consultation. All right, so let's get some animal video.
And then he was smart enough to tell Milo all about it, and then Milo just ran back and told Mersh what was going on.
What an idiot.
Or Mersh told Pot Awful what was going on, and then they exposed that entire thing last night. You can go watch the preview for it for free. But after that, I think you got to join the pizza party. But even old Steel Tail was washing Jesse's balls today, which I thought was pretty funny.
Well, Milo, that well-known, trustworthy guy who's not going to tell anyone anything you divulge to him in text.
You kind of look like a patchy version of Milo, Kaz.
Say again, Honk. Sorry.
I said you kind of look like a pudgy version of Milo. Like
Pudgy?
a healthier, pudgy version of Milo.
Have you gone to gay conversion therapy recently?
I'd rather you say less AIDSy version right now. But like,
okay.
I'm not saying I agree that I look.
I think you would actually benefit from his gay conversion therapy classes, maybe.
That's AIDSy conversion. My bad.
No, I don't think it's any less AIDSy.
So it's fine. We can deal with that.
All right. Well, all apologies.
That was a news story. Breaking news. Have we got
Breaking
news?
news. Kaz is a less AIDSy version of Milo Yippalamolis.
Some would say just as AIDSy. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, like, considering that you do go out and about and do lots of gay things in Petersboro, as we've heard, I mean, what are you going out and doing tonight after the show? Are you going to go out and hook up with a bunch of dudes?
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.